What up, Outlaws? Hey, it's KGB from the C Sports Network, bringing you another Atlanta Braves baseball stream. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be streaming Game 3. The series is tied 1-1. The Braves pulled off the win 9-2 last night. I hear things were pretty good. I know I was supposed to stream that game, guys, but you know what? We had the storms come through, and my family and I decided it was a little more important to go help our community with some of the cleanup. So we went in and we made sure to help the rest of our family around the area get cleaned up, and then my son and I went and did a little bit for some of the elderly community that couldn't really get out there and do some of the stuff themselves. So we made sure to help make sure all debris was picked up where we could. We just helped out. We helped out. I got home, probably 7:30 last night, I think, my time. So it was good to hear that the Braves started hitting the ball again. Congratulations to Marcell Ozuna and to Matt Olson for their home runs. Big Bear with 15 on the year. That's awesome news. Yeah, for some reason I can't seem to figure out. Whoops. Guess I can't do that. Uh, we are about 15 minutes from first pitch, guys and gals. So I'm going to take a few minutes here and finish getting set up. So bear with me. If you're talking to me, I can't see that yet, as usual. Hey, David, how you doing, my friend? Remember, David, I invited you if you want to come hang out on Discord while I do the stream. You're more than welcome to come sit and channel with me and hang out. Maybe even someday you could co-broadcast with us. That's something Mav and I are going to be offering to some of the members, some of the subscribers, uh, the, the the ability to possibly even come co-host, come sit in as a special guest some night. That would come with first you would need to come on Discord, actually talk with us with your mic, interact, get to know us a little bit. Then those kinds of things could happen. All right, so because of VPN day, I hate having to use the VPN. Yeah, what's going on with this? There it is. It's a thumbnail, but Oh, how in the heck did he get moved down? Found it. Okay. Sorry, guys and gals. I just absolutely that drives me bonkers, and it just drives me bonkers. So I do have it now. Chicago daytime. That's what I wanted to put up. There we go. All right, so we are 12 minutes out from first pitch. I have checked Twitter. It seems no storms, at least nothing that I could see that would cause a delay in the game. All right, David, cool. Yeah, like I said, just hop in anytime, man. While we're streaming or even when we're not, we're always there. We're playing games. X Defiant, everybody. That's Ubisoft's new game. Absolutely free to play. Um, I think it's pretty good. It's got some polishing. It's got some polishing to be done, but you know what? Games don't. Uh, it is a absolutely free to play game with what they call microtransactions. You know, you buy skins and different collectible stuff for the in game. That's where the company makes their money, but they put the base game, everything out to you for absolutely no cost. That's Ubisoft, everybody. All you gamers know what I'm talking about. Be sure to check that out. Matter of fact, head on over to the page, over to the community page, or not the community page, but head on over to the channel. I just did a live stream, a 2.5 hour live stream yesterday before we went out and helped the community clean up. Get an idea of what it's like. All right, so not very many games today, guys and gals. Looks like there was at least 1, 2, 3, 4 games before ours today. Giants and Pirates, Mariners, Yankees, Rangers, Phillies, and the Padres and Reds. And then after our game start time, we'll have the Rockies and the Athletics, Blue Jays, Tigers, and Orioles versus the White Sox. And we'll go with that. It shows that it's up a little bit. All right, so now let's get the back end rolling. We should be good to go. Pop our chat out. Alright, so it looks like we're gonna get ready here. Again, thank you for those that have stopped by so far. Hey Nathaniel, how you doing? Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Nathaniel. Same here. Harry Carey with Take Me Out to the Ball Game. Back when Andre Dawson played and Ryan Sharpberg or Sandberg had great teams. Hey, I'll show you guys something. Give me a second here. All right. Let's see. Grab it for me here. All right. So something I haven't decided yet, but leaning towards it. I'll possibly handing these out sometime during the season as a giveaway. But we have Sammy Sosa, baby. And now, right now, this one, Mav looked into it one day for me. Well, it was his idea. I didn't really care. But he looked it up, and it right now they're going for like $80 to $100 to buy this one. I know it's a little tough to see. There you go, Sammy Sosa, baby. Sean Dunston, absolutely. And then we got this one. This one here is Adam Dunn, Cincinnati. So, little figurines, pretty cool. I collect a lot of stuff, guys. And I like to share my collectible stuff. I like to help other people start collecting. And sometimes, if that takes giving up some of your precious collectibles, hey, I'm fine with that. Yeah, absolutely. The old Sammy Sosa. I got to get another camera set up, guys and gals. So, like, intricate stuff like that, I can throw in front of you. You can actually see. Believe it or not, my friends, I got those for $1 a piece. $1 a piece. There is a sports memorabilia store about an hour drive from me, 45-minute hour drive. And they had them in what they call their dollar bin. Instantly snatched them up. I mean, $1. Why wouldn't you snatch them up? You know, collectible toys. I mean, you got to see all the boxes. I have tubs and tubs full of Hot Wheels and Matchbox cars and little Disney characters. I got all the Marvel characters, all the He-Man characters, all the Despicable Me, all kinds of them. Just oodles and oodles of box after box out there. The plastic tubs with the lids. When there's collectible cans that come out, different things. Like when Jurassic World, I don't remember which one it was. It came out and Dr. Pepper sponsored them. They made collector cans that there was 8 or 9 different collector cans. My wife, the good woman she is, went out and bought me a 12-pack of every one of them so I could take and keep one collector can out of each one. And I do that for all the movie memorabilia and stuff like that. So yeah, it's pretty cool. All right, so I see we're still not ready here. The interactive's not live, so we're going to give the 3D interactive a try again. I don't know what's been going on as of late, but yeah, things haven't. I don't know if it's more and more people have caught on now and are buying it. Oh, there, it just went live. Oh, come on. Don't start with this stupid bull crap. That's VPN for me. We'll get it up as soon as it's going.
Chadwick Tromp getting the start behind the dish today. Kelnick out and left, and Luke Williams getting his first start of the season at third. And I mentioned CJ, a bit of a bullpen day. This is normally Kyle Hendricks' spot in the rotation, the veteran, but he's been struggling, so they're going to first give the ball to Ben Brown.
And this has been his kind of role where he's gone back and forth. This will be the 5th start of the season. He's got a big arm. Fastball sits at 97 and go along with a really good curveball. He has actually gotten deep into a couple of games, including a 6-inning start that he had earlier this year.
First pitch is scorched off the glove of Swanson.
Ronald.
He will have no shot.
Ryan bounced it right off of Dansby Swanson
for
a base hit. Lead off single for
Ronald has done a really good job getting deep into his at-bats and seeing a lot of pitches, but not waiting around here. You see that first pitch fastball at 96 down the middle. He jumps on it, smokes it 107 off the bat, and too hot to handle there for Dansby Swanson.
So a good start for the Atlanta Braves. And now Ozzie Albies digs in. So the Cubs winning game 1 of the series on Tuesday in 10 innings, 4-3. The Braves got revenge yesterday in a big way with that 6-run 7th inning that Hannah talked about, cruising to a 9-2 victory behind an outstanding pitching performance.
He's presented by Chicago Medicine, and he leans towards hitter friendly. And take a look at the lefty hitters. Pitches inside and up in the zone. And that time Brown working away, and now it's 3-1. Ben Brown, his best start was April 15th at Arizona. 6 innings, 1 run on 1 hit. Through 84 pitches. He's been better as a starter than as a reliever.
And I think a lot of part,
there we go.
A large part of that is
that's going to be about as
the
close
bullpen
as
down in Texas in that first series when he came out for a second inning of work and got knocked around and gave up 5 or 6 runs. So it really impacted those reliever numbers. Overall, the work has been pretty rock solid for the young right-handers. 24 years old, 6'6", 210.
But he's in it.
All right, so we got Big Bear, Marcell Ozuna heading to the plate.
It's Marcell Ozuna. You see hitting 377 over that stretch. High fly ball.
That's going to be out, shallow of the track, left field, caught.
Mike able to pull it down. The
Out
pounder.
number 1.
And there's one away. We had Mike Tuchman on 120 seconds and told us he didn't love the Palatine Pounder nickname initially, but he grew to like it. You dubbed him the Palatine Pounder.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Palatine, and he was pounding the ball at the time. It's a natural.
Comes Matteo, Big
Olson
Matt
now.
Olson.
Matt Olson, who homered last night. He's starting to heat up. And a swing and a miss. Here at 97 from Ben Brown.
97 mile an hour.
Olson went through a real bad stretch. 26-game homerless drought, April 8th to May 8th. And since then, he's picked it up 304, 360, and a 587 slug, and he's hit 4 home runs.
Olson a season ago, 54 homers, 139 knocked in. Both.
Hey, welcome in,
led
everybody.
the league.
Appreciate you stopping in. Be sure to smash them thumbs up for us, guys and
And
gals.
a swing and a miss.
We'll try to start the stream off with 20 likes. Love to hit that 20, 30, 40 like limit.
Hard curveball at
Not
85
limit,
miles
goal.
per hour. Maybe throw another
Olson,
one, either
1 and
back
2 to
door
count.
or try to
One
bury
out.
it down and in.
Runners on first and second.
Went with the cheese.
Foul ball.
And Brown just 24 years old, out in Long Island in New York is where he grew up. It was just a 33rd round pick in 2017 by the Phillies. Grew up a Red Sox fan though.
Remember, smash that thumbs up for us, guys and gals.
Swing and a miss. Olson is gone. Brown registers his first strikeout.
Yeah, that pitch right there, that'll create some conversation in the Braves dugout. What did he throw you? He threw me a nasty curveball, man. I thought I was on it and it just disappeared.
Two on now, 2 out, and it's Arcia.
Got Orlando Arcia batting
Arcia.
batting in the 5th
Everyday guy
position.
at shortstop.
Then we'll
He
have
took
Michael
over when
Harris
Dansby
second.
Swanson departed.
Jared
and
Kelnick
signed
will be
with the
batting
Cubs.
7th today. And Chadwick Tromp will be batting 8th. And Luco
Mooney
Williams
at second, Albies at first.
will be batting 9th today.
Brown deals.
And when you say
Luco
everyday
Williams
player
will be
with the
coming in
Braves,
playing
it's
third
pretty much
base.
literally every day. You know,
I assume they
normally when
gave
you use that moniker,
Zach
it's
Short
the primary guy.
the
But
day
with
off.
Atlanta, Brian Snitker, he runs his guys out there.
Because in my opinion, I feel Zach Short
Swing,
has filled the position
really
of
the only spot
Arcia
is
very
in
well.
left field.
And
that's kinda
Arcia, we
subject
may
to
be
platoon
seeing
with Kelnick and
very,
Duvall.
very soon, and as soon as possibly next series.
If Addison was
Against
calling
the
that on the
Pirates.
swing or a called strike, either way, it's 1 and 2.
In the air, pulled down the left side, and that one
Foul
was
ball.
foul.
The other thing about Ben Brown,
Hey, welcome in,
opposing
everybody.
hitters
Appreciate you stopping in.
will not complain
Be sure to
about
smash
getting an
that thumbs
opportunity
up.
to swing at something. He'll
Stick
challenge
around,
with
check
that
out the
fastball
channel
in the
if
strike
you like
zone.
what
It's
you
not
see.
like
Be
he's
sure
trying
to
to pick at
subscribe.
corners.
We'd love to have some
Kind
new
of letting it
outlaws.
eat.
If you're just now joining us,
Firing
we
it
are
towards the
in
middle
the
of the
top
plate,
of the
allowing
first.
its natural
We have
action
2
and
outs.
movement to get the
Count
job
is
done.
1 and 2, with a tie
2
score
on, 2
at
out.
0.
And a 1-2. Swing and a
Arcia
miss,
swing and a
struck him
miss.
out.
That's going to clear the side.
Brown
So we're heading to the bottom of
allows
the
the
first.
first 2 to reach and then gets Ozuna, Olson, and Arcia. Midway in the first, the Braves don't score.
All right, good deal. Looks like we got no commercials with sound today. So I do have a scroll up on the top for today's games. For your view and pleasure. Looks like the New York Yankees are on top of Seattle in the bottom of the 7th, 2-0. We got Pittsburgh leading San Francisco 5-2 in the top of the 7th. San Diego Padres over Cincinnati 4-2 in the middle of the 4th. Texas over Philly, top of the 3rd, 1-0. And then the rest of the games are yet to be played. So it was pretty awesome. Here in the Big Bear hit his 15th last night, and that Olsen went back to back with him, and that, you know, everything was just running for the Braves again. It's so weird that it takes certain teams for our bats to come alive. If you know what I mean. I'm not saying the Cubs are a terrible team at all, because they're not.
For the first, Mike Tauchman to start it off. Let's take a look at the Cubs lineup. Brought to you by
Tauchman,
Vinny's
Suzuki,
Beverage Depot.
Bellinger, Morel,
Vinny's.
Happ,
It's
Horner,
probably
Bush,
not worth
Swanson,
drinking. The Cubs
and
7th in the
Gomes
NL in
will
runs
be
per
your
game.
batting
It'll go
order.
Tauchman, Suzuki, and Bellinger. And then Morel, Happ, Horner, Bush, Swanson, and Gomes. So Mike Tauchman is the leadoff man with that .373 on base percentage.
Comes the pitch. High and outside, ball 1.
Starting pitcher for the Braves is brought to you by
Smith-Shawver
Budweiser. This Bud's
will
for
be our
you.
starting
Take a look
pitcher
at the
today.
young right-hander, A.J. Smith-Shawver. These pitches he used down at AAA. Heater at 95, changeup, slider, and curveball. Saw him in relief last year, one of his 6 appearances with the big club in 2023.
Here you go, H-Town.
Breaking ball is in for a strike, and it's 1-2.
Yeah.
AJ Smith-Shawver, 7th round pick in
On that big
2021.
78-incher. Yeah, I even got my hair cut.
6'3", 205.
It's upstairs.
High and outside.
2-2.
Ball 2. Count will be even at 2.
Played in high school with Bobby Witt
Welcome
Jr.
in, everybody. Welcome in. Be sure to smash that thumbs up for us.
2-2. And Tauchman swings
Trying to
through
reach
it.
that 20-like goal
It's a
as quickly as
strikeout to
possible.
begin for Smith-Shawver.
Hey, remember, we are
Good
partially
adjustment. He tried that one
monetized, guys
changeup,
and
and it was
gals.
neck high, and then he came back
If you
and
would
threw a
like to
nasty
help
one
the
to get the
channel out,
strikeout.
please feel free to send super chat, super thanks, or
Last
a
year,
super
he
sticker.
worked at
We
4
also
different
have
levels.
memberships. that you
A-ball,
can
double A,
join.
triple A, and the big
There's
leagues.
a 99-cent
As a minor leaguer, he
one
made 15
for the-
starts, posted a
become a
276
rookie,
ERA with big
or you
strikeout
can take
numbers.
on the pro membership for $1.99 a month.
He is
Or you
considered
can grab the MVP
by
membership for $2.99 a
to be
month.
their top prospect.
Looks like that's going to crash out.
Seiya Suzuki at the plate with a count 0-1. Say in a bit of a funk. He is 0 for his last 14. And in the 10 games back from the IL, hitting just 150.
All that stuttering just made it get behind.
Really bad on breaking balls and off-speed pitches in this series.
Down in the dirt. Got to be ball 3. Or ball 1, sorry.
He's had a fastball to hit. He just...
I'm going to get us sync back up while we can. That's going to be a hit for the Cubs.
The defense for the Braves brought to you by our friends at Racetrack. Again, Kelnick getting the start today.
And this time we're going to bring up the Braves broadcast as
And
well.
on the infield, Luke Williams. First start of the season over there at third. Zach Short getting a rest. Everybody filling in that spot until Austin Riley returns. Bellinger fouls it back.
Damn it.
And Austin getting.
I had it. Didn't push it.
Williams family, by the way, here today. Mentioned that his sister actually works for the Cubs on the analytics side of things, and he got to see her over the last couple of days. She was a standout softball player at Iowa State. Very good athletic family. You can see, and you said it, AJ's a little amped up right now.
No doubt, and so the command becomes important, even though the
now we're a little bit behind
today. Assuming
that's right. We'll leave it at that.
It is. The off-speed pitches have got to stay down. That base hit to Suzuki was elevated. Now we've seen a couple spiked in the dirt.
That one fouled off. Change up 1-2.
Foul ball, so strike number 2. Got Cody Bellinger with a .248 batting average, 7 home runs, 22 RBIs, and a .788 OPS.
AJ Smith-Shawver, the Braves' top prospect.
Appreciate everybody stopping in. Be sure to smash that thumbs up for us.
Young man drafted back in the 7th round of 2021. Remember the story last year, folks. Only 28 minor league appearances before he made his major league debut.
We need 12 likes to hit our 20-like goal.
In 2023, he climbed 3 levels last year. Started in A-ball, then to Double-A,
Remember,
then Triple-A, and then all the way to
the more
the
thumbs up we get, guys, while we're broadcasting, the further the algorithm pushes us. So it
changeup has looked really good. Both strikeouts coming on changeup.
Please be sure if you want to help a streamer out,
early
that's
on,
one
and you keep
thing
it in
you
this
can do.
location,
It's
especially
absolutely
after
free.
you
Doesn't
just threw a
cost you
99-mile-an-hour
anything.
fastball.
It's
That
just
will
to
play.
smash that thumbs up.
Good looking changeup so far this afternoon from AJ.
We're also heading to that
Christopher Morel now for the
1,000
Cubs.
subscriber goal and beyond. Currently sitting at 908 subs.
And you talk
So
to anybody
if
in the organization,
you
especially
sit
the
down
guys
and
down
you
in the
check
big league
us out, you
clubhouse,
like
they
what you
say
see,
that
be sure
word.
to subscribe
His
to the
stuff
channel.
plays at this level. He
Love to
just
have
needs
you
the
as a
time
new
and the
outlaw.
experience.
Yep, Snit talked about that in spring training. I think you certainly can see it. It's not only that he's so young, but he's so late to pitching just in general in his amateur career. It wasn't till his junior year until we kind of saw him.
We hit that
regularly.
1,000 sub goal.
Star and
We're going to be doing a celebration.
He was headed to, and
it is absolutely confirmed that we will hand out at least 2. That is 2 $25 gift cards.
Out to right field, Acuna going back, and he's got it in the gap.
Acuna's underneath that for out
nothing
number
to show
2.
for it
Or out
for
number 3.
Morel, and we are scoreless on to the second.
Remember, like I said, all proceeds go directly back into the stream. We're always gifting things away, always. Well, not every stream. We have certain things we do, like we got the chat vote. Unfortunately, the chat vote and the Golden Broom celebrations, they're not eligible anymore for the remainder of this series because the community got the vote wrong and the Braves lost game 1, so there's no way they could sweep them. But, so it's been just it's been a little minute since we had a celebration, but we already celebrated 3 Golden Brooms and 3 chat celebrations, so it's been pretty fun this season. They're currently on commercial. We'll be back here shortly. Can we make this our 10th stream in a row that we get a subscriber? I certainly hope so. We have
Reduce your carbon footprint with a greener life.
We have a total of 18 people in here. I'm sure not everybody has subscribed.
5 rooms to go. Don't miss the Memorial
So
Day
if you
sale
haven't,
going on
please feel free to
now.
hit that sub button.
And by
Keep our
Synovus,
streak
the
alive.
bank that helps you get there. 75 degrees when they say you want to sit
I don't know.
Game in the
You
at
told
Wrigley
me.
Field. This is exactly what
You
they're
told
talking
me
about.
we bet $500 if the Astros were going to beat the Braves, and we swept their ass.
From our vantage point, we can even see the shores of Lake Michigan. It is just beautiful.
Wish I had that $500, man.
I just noticed that now.
There you go, partner.
You pointed it out. Thank you.
Yeah, so this is Wrigley Field.
I would have bet it too.
It's opened in 1914.
That is kind of crazy because it doesn't feel like we're that high.
Right.
The fact that you can see the water from.
As you see, everybody, I do have a super chat goal of $75. We've reached $21 of that goal. With that $75, that will fund
Chicago Cubs baseball.
The next.
It's today.
Well, not the next, but upcoming
sky,
celebrations and whatnot. Things that we have scheduled for what we're doing. So if you have the means and you'd like to help out, please feel free to send that on over.
There she is, off in the distance.
We can accept super
chats,
super thanks, and super stickers. You can buy yourself a monthly membership, or if you'd like, you can send direct. It's
so much better than
your donation directly to my Cash App. If you head to the video description,
you don't hear
down below, you'll find my Cash App.
Feel the breeze coming
then
into the booth.
That money actually comes directly to me. There is no middleman of YouTube taking 30%, and there is no waiting 60 days before, because anything that would come in now, I wouldn't get for 60 days.
Ben Brown, though, born and raised.
But if you send it to my Cash App, I get it immediately.
And as I mentioned,
all right, so we got Michael Harris at bat, 2-2 the count. Top of the second, no outs. Here comes a pitch.
He induces a weak pop-up to the
left
side.
That's going to be a pop fly over to Dansby.
Battling that sun, Morel has it.
Or sorry, Morel. My apology.
That's an impressive story. The time that he put in.
Out number one.
Back to 2017, and now we've talked.
Seems like they're starting to get their shit together, aren't they? There, H-Town.
In our draft, we go up to 20 rounds, and that's it. So you're going to see less of these stories. And a guy like him would have went to college.
They are starting to pick up their play.
Rounds, but here he is now, 24-year-old rookie with a really good arm.
As a junior in high school, his appendix ruptured. Talking about Brown, he was in the hospital for over a week, lost about 30 pounds. And it happened during the baseball season his junior year. So through his career off track, some of the big schools that were recruiting him backed off. Came back as a senior, pitched well, and then ultimately decided to go pro with that late draft pick. In the air off the bat of Kelnick. Is there enough room? There is not. It is 4 rows deep. And somebody in a Chipper Jones uniform just sacrificed their life down there for a souvenir.
Totally worth it. And look at that, even some high fives. Cubs fans being pretty kind to that Braves fan down there, as we like to see.
So in front of him, I don't know if you saw, there's a Deion Sanders jersey next to Jesse Chavez. That's quite the trio of Braves greats down there.
You know, I played with all 3 of those guys. Chipper, Jesse, and Deion.
Did you really?
Yeah, Deion was a teammate of mine in Cincinnati my rookie year.
All right, well, we need to get you down there in a Nikowski jersey now, right?
That'll really mess things up. Who?
This one is in play. Tauchman's going to have to hurry. He does.
Hey, he's got it. Running in, left fielder.
The foul ball that he hit, we saw the wind, I think, kind
of hooking it hard. And the way that makes the catch. Out number 2.
Fly balls could be dying today, and it'll be interesting to see if the outfielders start to cheat in a little bit, potentially to take away some bloops.
Chadwick Tromp getting the start for Travis d'Arnaud. Of course, for Tromp, not sure how much longer he may be with a big club, with Sean Murphy having started the rehab stint a couple of days ago, and in his first game hit a homer and threw out a would-be base stealer. So Sean is inching closer to his return.
You hear that, guys?
But Chadwick
Guys
Trump
and gals,
has done
Sean
a
Murphy,
very admirable job in
in
his
his first
stint.
assignment,
Certainly has both sides of the
hits
ball.
a homer
Thinking about
and
what the
throws
expectations are for
a
him
base runner out.
offensively, but what he has done defensively.
That is great
really
news.
Nice run here for this pitching
Great
staff.
news that
He's
we'll
been
be
right
seeing
in the
our
middle of it.
superstar back in the lineup. So we got Chadwick Trump with a 244 batting average, 0 home runs, 6 RBIs, and a 633 OPS. 2-2 count, 2 outs, top of the second.
Ben Brown, the
Tie
rookie,
score at
fires,
0.
and the 2-2 is swung
Swing
on
and
and
a miss.
miss. Another knuckle curve. He's got that pitch going.
Got to
And he
retire
has
the
3
side, so we're going to
strikeouts.
head to the bottom of the second. Welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you stopping in. Please be sure to be kind and smash that thumbs up for us. We're trying to get to that first mini goal of 20 likes during the stream. Remember that the more likes that we get while we're streaming, the more the algorithm will push us to a broader audience. We're trying to hit that 1,000 goal and beyond of subscribers, so we need all the help we can get. So please be sure to smash that thumb. Let's do some shout outs. I'm going to give a shout out to On the Go with CeeLo. Let me get there. Come on up. On the Go with CeeLo. CeeLo may be streaming. Let's go check it out. I'd say he's probably doing NASCAR. No, he is not today.
Sure, we wind the clock back to last night. Max Fried, another complete game, his second this season. He was perfect through 5 innings. He was
It's like he is
magnificent.
taking the
He was
day off
fantastic.
today.
18 swings and misses, tied for 4th most all-time for him in his career. But I think the thing that sticks out with both of the complete games that we have seen
Well,
so far is the
regardless,
efficiency.
everybody,
11.7
CeeLo's a great
pitches per
streamer.
inning. That is a ridiculously
I
low number.
threw his-
League average sits right around between 15
threw his
and
link
16.
up there for
And
you.
that
If
other
you've never
complete
been
game
to
that he
his
had
channel
earlier this year,
and
he
you
averaged
don't know who I'm
10.2
talking about,
pitches per inning.
be sure to check
Second
that
best of his
out.
career at any start
Like
over
what you
70
see
was
here,
awesome.
you'll definitely
He is putting together a Cy Young
like what
type
CeeLo
campaign.
brings.
And now you go from the veteran to the youngster, A.J. Smith-Shawver. And his first pitch in the second inning is blown by the DH Ian Happ.
Those two things, what we saw last night.
All right,
and
so
what we'll see
0-1
today,
the
maybe even
count
tomorrow,
for
are
Smith-Shawver.
connected. It was so important to get deep in the game. The fact that Max threw the
We got
entire game
Ian Happ
takes a lot of
with
pressure
a
off the bullpen
216
right
batting
now.
average,
And
2
Smith,
home
any
runs,
decision
14
that he
ribbies.
has to make here with AJ as far as how
642
long he will allow him
OPS.
to go.
That'll be on the outside, so that'll
5
be ball
1/3 is the
1.
high so far this season
Counts
for
even
AJ
at
in
1.
the minor leagues. And so the reality is you're loving to see maybe
Shawver
5
on his
innings from
20th
keeping your team
pitch.
in the game.
Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
And if you can avoid using Darius Vines out of the bullpen here today, then he likely lines up to start the series opener tomorrow in Pittsburgh. 1-2, fouled back.
Yeah, all connected. I mean,
Foul
the
ball,
games are
so
always
the
great
count
for
will stay the
bullpen, but I
same,
think in
and
this
we'll do it
situation,
again.
particularly right now with the Braves and
This
AJ
series,
getting that start
Happ
here
is
this
3
afternoon,
for
you could
8.
not have passed
No
for a
home
better
runs,
situation
0
and a better
RBIs,
time
and a
to get that complete game.
1.000 OPS for this series.
Say goodbye to Ian Happ. Curveball is right in.
That's
there,
a
buckled his
strike
knees.
3. That's a K on the day for
We talked
CeeLo.
about it in our keys, the
Smith-Shawver.
secondary offerings here for AJ.
There you go,
So
that's
far,
right,
3
for
strikeouts,
CeeLo.
2 on a changeup, and now 1 here on the breaking ball.
Pardon me about the coughing.
Yeah, so 3 Ks through the first 5 hitters. And
Yeah, that's
now
pretty
here's
cool
Nico
there, Cobe.
Horner. That one misses outside.
Glad to see that your Astros are actually starting to pick up.
You've been talking about it, but he is a contact hitter, Nico Horner. Only 24 career homers, but he puts the ball in play. Fouls it off there.
84% contact rate.
I'll tell you,
well above league average,
it
which
sure
is
would
around
be
75.
awesome
Only Nick Madrigal
to have
put
a
the ball in play
helmet
more
of
here for the
every
Chicago
team,
Cubs,
and
you
of
don't see him out
course,
there every day.
a jersey for every team. But then if you have one jersey, you need to have at least a home jersey and an away jersey. Then you got all the special City Connect jerseys. Boy, if I only could win the lottery.
AJ shook off the first sign. Here's the 1-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
So he's already shaken off his catcher today more times than Chris Sale has in his entire
What
career.
if there's any subscribers or
That
viewers
story
out there
still
that
gets me. That's,
like to
and
see me
you got to
with
respect it.
a
Obviously, it's worked out
fancy new
extremely well
jersey?
for him.
Feel
But that he
free.
never shakes off his catcher.
I would accept one from you
Just
anytime.
trust.
That's a 5X, though. Big guy. I got my round of Acuna.
Short, who gets the day
I got the
off.
red jersey. Those City Connect jerseys are pretty nice, too, for the Braves. I'll tell you, Cleveland's new City Connect
He's fouled off a
jersey.
couple of really good
Pretty-
pitches. And I know
pretty
you
fancy.
mentioned
I
the
like
command
it.
sometimes with AJ is something
No,
that
I'm
has shown up in an
really
area
big
of
into the
improvement.
dark
This at bat
colors
in
and stuff.
particular against a good contact hitter, he is
It
located
just,
really
that
well.
one looks good. And then Cincinnati's
They're
that
trying to hunt for
that
a mistake,
red and
but so
black,
far AJ hasn't given
that's
it
just
to him.
awesome looking. Down in dirt.
3-2.
This has been
This
Smith-Shawver's
batter,
problem
California
since coming
kid,
into the
comes from a
league.
Smart family, born in Oakland. He played at Stanford. Cubs drafted him in 2018.
This
but
is
his
what
mom
we
was a
dealt with
professor at
last
Cal
year.
Berkeley. His dad was an English teacher at a private
balls.
school in the Bay Area.
The walks.
And then he got his Stanford degree before being drafted by the Cubbies.
3-2 count.
He puts this in play.
That's
but
going to
Ozzie
be over to
Albies.
Albies.
One
Albies still
bounce,
first.
2 away.
Olsen steps on the bag for out number 2.
A quick message here from Alpha Insurance.
All right, buddy. Lift safe.
Home run on your
I'll talk to you later on when you get back.
A packed house of just under 40,000 here at Wrigley Field on a gorgeous Thursday afternoon. And Michael Busch
Swing and a miss.
swings at the curveball 0-1.
So we got Bush at the bag. 0-1 in his count. Bush with a 242 batting average, 7 home runs, 20 RBIs, and a 7.79 OPS on the season. That's going to be high and outside for ball 1. 1-1 count. Nice little changeup for Smith-Shawver, but just couldn't pull it inside the box.
AJ Smith-Shawver will not turn 22 until November. Trying to keep this a scoreless game through 2 innings. Out to left field. Kelnick backing over toward
Kelnick
the line.
under it.
He's got enough room.
Has
He
it
has
for
the
out
baseball,
number
and we have 2
3.
innings in the books.
We'll be heading to the top of the 3rd. Milan will come up again and try to hit one out of the park. What's up, Nathaniel? That's right. Let's go, Bravos. I forgot my got to grab the old tomahawk and finger today. You never know when you're going to need to give the opposing team the finger. Hopefully Mr. Gino's okay. We haven't seen him. I was on CeeLo's stream a little bit last night, and I heard people asking about Gene's whereabouts over there. Mr. Mean Gene, if you're out there and you are listening, I hope you're okay, my brother. I know a lot of people are worried about you and have been asking. Me is one of them, my friend. Still haven't seen D or Lane, Kenneth, George. A lot of you regulars. I realize, early day, 1 o'clock in the afternoon kind of day. what we do.
Game here after 2 innings, and where Luke Williams is playing at third for the Braves today, and it's a special day for him for a multitude of reasons. He actually grew up in a suburb of Chicago called Park Ridge. It's about a 30-minute drive from here. He grew up for a brief period of time going to some Cubs games with his family before moving to Oakland and spending the majority of his childhood there. But he talked about his sister Sammy being in attendance as well. A big at-bat
out to the track, caught, out number one.
His brother Ike, one of his brothers, in attendance here today, and I just asked him, you know, why are they
the interactive
is
it's a head.
Chicago? And he said, well, Sammy had graduated, software engineer degree. She actually works for the Chicago Cubs, developing.
But if you understood that I have to use a VPN
because she has the brains
because
and
it's
the
a
family.
blackout
It's special
game
for
for
him.
me.
He got to go up in the scoreboard, guys.
It
Said it's been a
delays
great opportunity.
the game sound.
Yeah, it's great stuff, Hannah.
Yeah, awesome to have your
Gotta
family
sync
here when you
this
come back home. Obviously,
best
some
I
great
can.
support, and it's just a neat story the way that his sister
Hey,
is connected here
Aunt
in the big leagues with
Addison.
the Cubs. It's
What's
awesome.
up?
And he's also sticking with the first pitch swinging
up?
team. And put a
Yo,
little
yo,
charge into that
yo.
one.
And when I was talking
Not
to
a
him
lot,
yesterday
my
about
brother.
his sister and her career at Iowa State with the
Bringing
Cyclones,
the baseball.
I said, man, I looked her up, and she was a player. He goes, yeah, she pretty much set every
They're
record
gonna
there. She's
say
a better
wound it
player
up.
than I am.
One and one the count.
And now working
So we're at
for
the top
Cubs,
of the
and
third. We
what a
have
neat
one
memory
out.
for the Williams family.
We got Ronald Acuna Jr. at the bag, or at the plate.
Acuna
Ronald with a
singled back to the first
246
to start
batting
the
average
game.
this season, 3 home runs, 12 ribbies, and a 700 OPS. That's going to be high and outside. So 2-1 the count. Acuna 1 for 1 today, though. Singled in the first. We're still tied at 0. Oh,
2-2 from
come
fifth
on,
round.
Ronnie. Cunha, Cunha, Cunha. Hakuna Matata. So would CeeLo say.
And Ronald down swinging. That knuckle
Oh,
curve has been a really good
Cunha
pitch
goes
for
down
Brown
swinging.
so far today.
Yeah, it is a finishing pitch.
Out
for
number
sure. All
2.
4 of the strikeouts have come on that breaking ball. And again, you don't necessarily see great location, but what it is, it's the speed, it's that smaller, tighter break. It really does look more like a slider. A lot of guys that will throw a knuckle curve can usually manipulate it a little.
I hope they don't either, man, and I just
Bigger
hope I'm
break
not
on it.
your
That one was
bad
smaller.
luck charm or something.
Well, Ben Brown met his now wife Maggie when he was still
May all
in the
the
Phillies
may the money
organization,
rain
but it was,
upon you. May the
I
money
guess,
rain upon
destined
you.
to be that he would be a Cub because his father-in-law has Cubs.
I'll tell you,
tattoos
last
all over
night's
his
game
arm.
was pretty good. 9 to
His
2.
wife
The
Maggie
Cubs.
already had a dog named
Braves beat the
Wrigley that they
Cubs.
still have. So when he got traded to the Cubs in 22, while still in the minors, it was a marriage of destiny. Is 1-1 to Albee. Misses down and in. Ozzie 1 for 8 in the series with a run driven in.
Come on,
We
Ozzie.
mentioned it 2 nights ago.
Come on, buddy.
But I think
3
how
and
they
2,
get
so
these
we got
scoreboards
full
while keeping
plate.
the charm of
Full
the old ballpark is just perfect.
Yes. Yep, the
268
idea of
batting
having
average this
those
season
upgrades
for
without
Ozzie.
losing that
3
field
home
in
runs,
history here. They've done it.
22 ribbies.
Colors team certainly has been a big part of it, just like not the same, but similar to what you see in Fenway.
Yeah, it fits in very well.
Ah,
Albee's flying out to Talkman,
that'll be out number 3.
and it is now 9 in a row set down for young Ben Brown.
So there we go. Another inning in the books. We're going to head, well, not inning, my apology, half inning. We're going to head to the bottom of the third. And we'll see if the Cubs could put on. Hey, there's the man we were talking about a little bit ago. What's going on there, CeeLo? Welcome in. I was telling everybody I did did the shout out for you and thought you were streaming NASCAR today. I hadn't actually looked, so I went to find out. It's like, oh, okay, I guess he's not. It seems to be. It's a little ahead of my game because I have to use a VPN. It's a blackout. The Cubbies are blacked out for me, so I just use a VPN to get around it, but then it delays my game, so sometimes it's a little harder to sync up, but yeah, it's working pretty good. Not a problem. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, I figured everybody was in good hands. I knew you were streaming yesterday. I did have intention to stream, but we had a real bad storm come through Friday night.
Valley Sports is brought
I had a
to you by
tree.
Truist.
I'll hear a tree come down on the back of my
On to
truck.
the bottom of the third.
But our town, they were still sitting without power earlier today. Yet instead of streaming last night, we went ahead and we went in and helped the
Brave and
community with
two-time
community
All-Star
cleanup,
Dansby
so.
Swanson will lead things off.
We were having that conversation with the radio guys today.
Oh,
They
wow.
mentioned it, the great job that they've done here with the renovations and the upkeep, and same thing in Fenway. And
Lot of
almost wishing
miles.
that a couple
Definitely
of
a
the
lot
older
of
ballparks
miles.
that are no longer around would have done the same thing. Ben Ingram was talking about that.
All right, so we got Dansby Swanson
Tiger
up.
Stadium in particular, a place that I was fortunate
Dansby
enough
with
to
a
play in.
221 batting average of
That
4
ballpark
homers,
closed down in
12
1999.
ribbies,
That would have been a place
604
to do it. That would have been
point,
wonderful for sure.
644
Great history, knowing that
OPS.
Ty Cobb played on that field.
Count is
There,
1
the
1 and
radio
1.
crews.
We're in the bottom of the
Everybody,
third
we're
with
over
no
here.
outs.
Yeah, but they did it right here. Kind of a 4
Oh,
or 5 year
absolutely.
renovation with some upgrades that they made here from 2013 to the end of 2018.
Yeah, but you and Goose are the
They
only
did them right.
guys I promote here. You, Goose, and
Something I don't know
Mav,
if we'll ever see replicated again, but the neighborhood
that I actually have.
it's so
You know, I have an actual button.
Wrigley Field and everything
Oh,
else that's going
you're
on
on there,
around
here.
You get that same feel.
I got an
Walk
actual
around
button
the
that I
ballpark,
hit.
and sometimes you don't even
for you
realize
guys.
there's a ballpark there.
It's very unique, and it's similar in the NFL to how folks feel when they go to Lambeau Field. You're in Green Bay, small town. All of a sudden, you just
You all get your own
drive
little button
right,
like
drive
that
left,
with your
and
nice
through a couple
logos and
quiet
stuff.
streets, and boom, there's Lambeau Field. And it's similar here on the north side of
Of
Chicago.
course, we got Mr. Maverick from Maverick Sports.
That changeup
Sure,
is
check him
overcooked,
out as
and
well,
the count is full to
here at
Dansby
Beach.
Swanson. So last night, Zach Short had the RBI bunt, that squeeze play. Well, the last time the Braves had an RBI bunt before last night, it was this guy, Dansby Swanson, in May of 2021. That's how long it had been in between
3-2
RBI
the
bunts
count.
for Atlanta.
Well, nobody has bunted less than the Braves.
Come on,
over the last
Smith-Shawver.
2 years, just in general, right? It's not something that they subscribe to, and they
Let's
haven't
not walk
had to
this guy.
because of the great offense. Was it 2 years ago that they bunted the last day of the season?
Yes.
They've gone the whole year.
Out to
He
Ronald,
hits
underneath
it
it,
to
out
Ronald
number
Acuna,
1.
And he's got it. Yeah, and I think it was Michael Harris.
I felt like he was just trolling us because I was watching that from afar. I found it fascinating. Not that we see a lot of bunts these days anyway, but just the fact that they hadn't done it all year. I'm like, oh, they're going to win the whole year without bunting. Nope.
Bottom of the order, and Yan Gomes. Hey, Braves fans, we'd like to take a moment to send a shout out to Tommy and Fred Stone watching the broadcast from Cincinnati, hoping they can bring some good luck to the Bravos here in Chicago and we can get them a win today. Tommy and Fred, thanks for tuning in. And on a beautiful day, hopefully the Bravos can get the series win for you.
And that would be great heading into Pittsburgh.
Yeah, right now the interactive is about
but we've talked about it.
half
Some
a
good luck
pitch
there and missing the top
ahead.
of the rotation.
Like he just hit it foul.
Just trying to keep
Gonna
pace
be,
with the Phillies.
yeah, he's
Refused to lose.
hitting it now. So
Yeah,
with
the Phillies,
the VPN
36
and stuff, I
14.
sometimes I can get it a little
The
closer than
best
that.
50 game
But then if
start
there's
in
any
their
slight
franchise's history.
stutter with the video or anything, it goes out of whack.
We don't like when that Phillies
No.
flag is on top. Doesn't belong there. Well, AJ's made some great pitches, but we've seen quite a few of those as
2-2 the count. Smith-Shawver. We got Gomes with a 182 average, 2 home runs, 5 ribbies, and a 479 OPS assist.
In his career,
2-2 the count, 1 out. Bottom of the third. Tie score 0-0 between the Atlanta Braves and the Chicago Cubs. Smith-Shawver winds up, pitches high and outside, but that's a strike 3 with the big swing and a miss.
4 Ks for Smith-Shawver.
4 Ks for Smith-Shawver today.
Here for AJ. That's elevated your ball well above the zone, but good life on it at 97 because he has shown that he can throw all 3.
Oh, the interactive, yeah.
In the zone and around the zone. And
what?
That fastball even better.
Yeah, but you should be able to, if your sound's ahead of your interactive, just pause your sound. That's what I do. I'd rather my interactive be a little slower than my game sound, because then I could just pause the game up until where I need to.
Tachman was one of the
level
strikeout
it out
victims in the first inning. 2-1.
But when it's the other way, that's when it kind of sucks. Yeah.
And he gets a 4-seamer by him to even the.
But I've also come in many times and it'd be right on. Not have to do anything. Those are the nice nights. I've actually had several streams where I've been able to go through the night where I didn't have to touch nothing. Hey, it's all beta. They'll just get it. They'll make it better. I look forward to it. It was such a
Tuesday.
I mean,
he is ahead of this.
That was such an awesome feature they added. I mean, it's just like watching the game. And it's $30 a month, or $30 for a year's subscription. 2-2 count. That was foul ball.
Chicago suburbs. He played downstate at Bradley. Bradley's nickname.
The count will stay the same, and we'll do it again.
All-American there. Colorado drafted him way back in.
I know,
and
the last couple seasons, the batter interactive,
really
they get behind it and give so many problems.
32 years old.
I couldn't tell you how many games last season they would just kind of fiddle out. That's why I stopped using the MLB's batter. I moved over to ESPN's.
Who would you take?
Like,
you picked Hector Neris.
Really?
If the interactive messes up for me and I go old school, I use ESPN.
3-2 just misses. There's the first free pass given up today by A.J. Smith-Shawver.
Got to give it to him. I mean, it's the bottom of the third. Come on, Smith-Shawver. Let's not see any more walks. Yeah.
So the inning continues for Seiya
I agree.
Suzuki, who has the only.
There's plenty of room in here for a box score. Bottom left corner. Be a perfect spot for the box score.
It's been interesting so far. You look at the last couple of years now since he has been in the States. He has struggled on the 4-seam fastball. He's actually hit sliders and curveballs from righties really well. Saw him take some ugly swings so far in this series, but the 4-seamer and the changeup are the 2 pitches that
that'll be
he's had the biggest issues with from right-handed.
Well left the box, so 2-0 the count. We got Suzuki, who's 1 for 1 today with a single in the first. This series, Suzuki has went 1 for 10.
That's surprising. I haven't spent a couple years
and a
in Japan. You get backwards all the time.
250 batting average for the season.
Especially when you're a good hitter the way that he was over there. You don't survive playing in the MPB if you cannot hit off-speed pitches.
Well, Suzuki thrived over there. 5-time All-Star, 5-time Gold Glover. Well, he played pro ball there for 8 seasons. That came in on the hands.
That's going to be shallow out to Ozzie. Ozzie lost it in the. Oh!
Tachman is rounding third, and then he stops. I mentioned there's not a cloud in the sky. It is a tough day to try to field a high pop, and Ozzie just felt the brunt of that.
Albies with the air on that one.
Unfortunate, but it does happen. That is the downside sometimes with these day games.
He lost complete sight of the ball. The ball landed
pitch,
at least
it was weak contact.
12 feet away from him.
Almost from the minute this ball was put in play. Now, no harm, no foul, at least not yet here with 2 outs. But now going forward, really important for everybody involved to make sure that you're backing each other up. Don't make any assumptions now on pop-ups.
Well, Chadwick Tromp will take this moment to go out and try to calm down A.J. Smith-Shawver. Well, unfortunate there. Not only do you not get out of the inning, there.
All right, so we got runners on the corners. 2 outs, bottom of the third. This is the first either team is really flirted with having. It's the first time either team's been in scoring position like this.
Smith-Shawver will try to buckle down here to keep it scoreless. First pitch is hit high in the air. Acuna
underneath it.
Coming in. Oh,
got it.
Last second.
Out number 3.
An adventurous bottom of the third, but in the end, still goose eggs in Chicago.
Acuna almost dropped that one too. Braves having a little bit of problem looking up in the sky there today in Chicago. They say there's no clouds whatsoever, no cloud coverage, so it's a bit hard fielding some pop-up flies, and that was quite apparent. The last two at bats, both high pop flies. Ozzie Albies dropping the previous one, or not even dropping it, missing it by 12 feet. Acuna running in, just about missed it. Enough that you could hear it go through the crowd. The oh. All right, so we've reached 10 likes of that 20 like goal. We have 30 people here, guys and gals, so be sure to smash that thumbs up for us. Every thumb up helps this community grow. The YouTube algorithm, that's what it wants. It wants likes and likes and likes. Still haven't seen Miss Lane or D or Gino.
Our best
Kenneth
coverage
hasn't stopped in
brought
yet.
to you by our friends at Alpha Insurance. After the homer last night, now a 15-game
Hope everybody's okay. And if you are and you're out there watching,
twice where it's been 15
thumbs up to
or
you
more.
guys.
17-game hitting streak to start the season. He has been locked in.
All right, so that's going to be
last year.
Outside for ball 1 to Marcell Ozuna.
Tied with Alec Bohm with the Phillies.
Ozuna 0-1 today with a fly out the first.
Third in the majors.
Big Bear with a 322 batting average, 15 home runs,
yesterday.
46 ribbies, and a 1.040 OPS. 2-0 the count.
He flew out in the first, 0 for 1.
Down and dirty. Ball
Ben
3.
Brown's in a bit of a zone. He gave up the single and then he walked Albies to start the game, but since then he's retired the last 9 Braves hitters.
Come on, Bear. Let's see you hit 16.
Swinging at the 3-0 four-seamer, 3-1.
You got 2 things going there. One, you're so confident you're getting a fastball, and you don't want to mess with this guy too much with a breaking ball. And you're locked in. When you're feeling good, you're much more comfortable swinging 3-0 as opposed to when maybe things are not going well.
That is high, and Ozuna breaks that streak of 9 in a row retired by Ben Brown.
Got to be ball 4 to Marcel. So here
up Matt
comes
Olson.
Matt Olson. Matt Olson had a home run last night, as well as Big Bear. Big Bear hitting his 15th last night, and Matty going back-to-back with him.
This gets by the catcher Gomes. Marcell Ozuna will take second.
Marcel's going to move to
Off
2.
that wall, but Ozuna can only advance 90 feet.
It's one of my
Wild
favorite
pitch.
parts of this ballpark.
So
It's not
Ozuna's going to
symmetrical
move
behind home plate.
Move to second on that one.
You can imagine why that would bother me, but you see that pitch in. Look at it just kick like that. That probably shouldn't happen. I'm assuming, you know, they must have moved home plate, right? That's how it, because if you look at it from kind of the top in our view, it is no longer kind of even. It's almost like they turned everything a little bit to the left, which they must have done at some point here.
I know that symmetry is your friend.
Yeah. Let's see what happened here. That's the crappy thing about using a VPN, ladies and
So
gentlemen.
meeting on the mound as Tommy Hotovy has joined. And some trouble here. 2 balls, no strikes on Olson with a man at second. We're scoreless in the 4th.
All right, here we go. They just had a mound meeting.
And Olson, dangerous hitter.
Olson 0 for 1 today with a
So nice to
strikeout.
have a veteran like
This
Gomes
season, he's got a
to handle these
227
young
batting
pitchers.
average, 7 home runs, 26 ribbies, and a 736 OPS.
Two and one now on Matt Olson. Olson originally drafted by the Oakland A's, but he grew up outside of Atlanta. And that's a strike.
Attacking Olson with the heater here. And there's Big Luke Little. We are obligated to say big every time we mention Luke because he is rather large.
So are his shoes. Size 17, JD.
That's Bigfoot.
He got him on eBay. 2-2. On the ground. Bush has it.
That'll be a bad
Brown
grounder.
gets over on the play. Ozuna down.
Grounder to first base, thrown out. Dang it.
The changeup kind of mixed right-hander, but probably why he liked him. He could flat out pitch.
Had some great seasons, but he's been struggling this year, and it's likely, Craig Counsell said, that the Cubs will use Hendricks today out of the pen. Infield coming in here. Orlando Arcia takes it high.
And we saw this yesterday from the Cubs as well with Dansby Swanson over at short while the infield is in. He is not in on the grass. You can see how he's played back a little bit. Same thing over at third. That's because you have Ozuna.
All right, so we got Orlando Arcia on.
And a right-handed hitter up who can certainly get some exit velocity behind his.
Had to be out of
contact.
play.
A little bit more room.
So 1-1 the count.
Comfortable. You can still make
Arcia 0 for 1 today with a strikeout in the first.
Which I can't imagine he would here. Less than 2 outs, nobody over at first base. You want to see the ball through.
Orlando with a 246 batting average, 5 home runs, 17 ribbies, and a 686 OPS on the season. We're 1-1 in the count, 1 out. Runner on third.
Braves trying to be the first to score here, but Brown is going to step off as the pitch clock was dwindling. I do like Ben Brown's socks. There's no questioning who he plays for. Right?
Yeah.
Nice flare.
That's pretty interesting. I mean, obviously there's a lot more freedom to do what you want to do these days. I hadn't seen those before.
I haven't either. He gets Arcia. It's
Swing
the
and a
knuckle
miss.
curve again.
That's strike
5
3, so
strikeouts
out
for the
number
rookie.
2.
Marcell
Marcell Ozuna still standing on third, so the Braves with 2 outs have another chance
up. It doesn't seem like
to
it has that
score a
much break,
run.
but it is a late, tight breaker. That one at 86.
We got Harris coming to the bat.
And now Michael Harris.
Come on,
will
Harris.
try to
All
get
we need is a
Marcell Ozuna across
a ground ball.
as the
just a
infield
base
goes
hit.
back to normal depth.
Come on. Let's go. Let's go.
Out of play, 0-2.
Harris 0 for 1 today. He had a pop
See
out
that
in the
knuckle
second.
curve again here.
He's got a 254 batting average, 5 homers,
Well, it's
17
been the
ribbies,
finishing pitch. All the
676
strikeouts so far
OPS.
here this afternoon, 5 of them have come on that curveball.
0-2 the count, 2 outs. Running around third, top of the fourth.
Brown deals. It is the knuckle curve, but Michael is able to get a piece of it. Same pitch, same result. It remains 0-2 to Harris, who popped out in the second inning. And a 24-year-old rookie on the mound. You've got a 23-year-old hitter who's already in his 3rd season of Major League Baseball. Able to stop his bat, says Gabe Morales.
Money, money, money.
Now 2 rookies on the mound, but all we've seen so far in this game, 3 singles, no runs. Will that change here? It will not.
It will not.
Upstairs, 6 strikeouts
They will
on
leave
that pitch for
Marcell
Ben Brown, and we are
stranded.
still scoreless.
So we're going to head to the bottom of the 4th. The Cubs will see if they can put some points on the board. Been a showing of the pitching tonight. Today, I should say. And the defensive play. Iced coffee. Welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you stopping in. If you haven't done so, please smash that thumbs up for us. We're not moving too well in the like category tonight. We got 11 likes so far, everybody. Our 10, our 9 stream streak is in grave danger if we don't get a subscriber tonight. Certainly be a shame. That's right, folks. We've went 9 streams consecutively.
Mental health awareness.
At least
It's free 24/7. You get confidential support in English and Spanish.
Look at there.
Text MLB to 741.
That's awesome. Somebody sub.
741.
All right, that keeps our streak intact.
Upstairs, Hannah Yates downstairs.
This is now the
We
10th
are
stream in a
watching
row
a
with at
pitcher's
least
duel between Ben
1
Brown
sub.
and AJ Smith-Shawver.
I will get that updated right now. Thank you.
Cleanup hitter Christopher Morel takes a pitch downstairs, 1-1.
That's been updated. Good-hearted people.
AJ did face the Cubs last year. Was his final start of the season. 3 2/3. Did not give up any hits, but did give up 1 run. This ball is hit deep to
That's
left.
deep.
Kelnick on the track.
Kelnick under it on the track.
And
Has
he takes
it.
it in.
That's easily caught. Out number 1.
Today, he thought he
Smith-Shawver
one.
with
He hit it
his
hard, 101 miles
61st
an hour.
pitch
But
on
too
his
high.
next pitch.
Now, first night here, you get it up in the air like
Not
that.
doing
that
too
ball
bad.
would have carried out to left field.
I tell you, he's only had the
It's
1
kinda
walk
crazy how
thus
different
far.
this ballpark can play, based on the wind conditions and how consistent that has been over the years.
Well, the Braves have all 5 home runs in this series. And 2 a couple of nights ago, and then 3 last night in the victory. As we start to see signs that the Braves' power from last year is coming to life. 0-2 to Ian Happ.
All right, guys and
There's
gals.
Ozzy's got
So
the glasses
remember,
on
next
now, but
series,
also the glove. Double-checking
I
that sun
believe
after the Braves were able to dodge a bolt and lost
we'll have
one
the
in the sun.
Pirates.
But obviously it did not hurt them.
Those are full coverage. Those are the ones that they put on you when you go to the dentist.
Yeah. You can also ski in those in the winter.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, May 24th through the 26th.
1-2 outside.
We're heading. We're
What a good
heading
adjustment
to
after losing that ball in the sun last inning.
Pittsburgh
And
to
then
play
he
the
keeps
Pirates.
checking too. Obviously, right? We're not sitting still here on this rock, and so you have to kind of adjust as the game goes on and make sure you got your angles right. And you know exactly where that sun is and how it's going to affect any pop-ups.
Welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you stopping in. Be sure to smash that thumbs up for us.
The eye black there for
Love to hear
Orlando,
what you
something
have
I'm
to
more
say.
comfortable with. The eye black just don't like playing with the glasses on. I get that part
Dang
too.
it.
And it's obviously a different angle for him over at shortstop.
Be sure to get involved in the chat.
Ozzy over at second base, you can kind of see the shadows right behind the guys. We can't see the sun from where
Get
we
your
are.
chat
but I
votes
believe it's
in.
Probably what, over almost directly at Ozzy based on his shadow.
Payoff pitch here. And that misses inside. So a 1-out walk.
Here's the second
free
walk.
pass from Smith-Shawver today. Here's a quick message from Delta.
From Braves country to the world. Delta, official airline of the Atlanta Braves.
Oh, thank you, David. Appreciate it.
Delta plane fueled up, ready to take the team to Pittsburgh when this game is over. And the Cubbies will head to St. Louis for a 3-game set against their rival, the Cardinals. Nico Horner grounded out in the second inning. He's down to the count here, 0-2.
Guys and gals, if you start seeing any kind of stuttering or
The last at bat that
or
we saw
anything
with
like that,
Horner,
be sure to
it was
just
pretty lengthy after we saw
refresh
AJ
your
make
browser.
some really good pitches to him. Let's see if he tries to expand the zone a little bit more in this 0-2 count.
Well, that was right in there.
It's interesting. I feel like I've seen more and more of that around the game just in general, where you see a catcher setting up with his glove in the zone when you're way ahead in the count. There is such thing as a bad pitch in 0-2 where you get too wide and you make it non-competitive, but we have seen the Braves and others around the league stay pretty aggressive at the edges or even in the zone in these 0-2 counts.
Foul ground. Matt Olson over, and he's got the glasses on and takes it. So they get Nico Horner 2 away.
And so we've talked about this win here. We take a little StatCast look at how much it really is affecting, of course, presented by Google Cloud. That looks significant.
Yes.
Unbelievable blowing in from right field. And how about the swirl over there for Ronald? and everybody else in right field. Good luck with that one. Yikes.
That looked like the movie Twister.
I mean, that doesn't seem fair. That is going in a circle in shallow right field.
Well, they say, especially this time of year, as the weather starts to warm up a little bit, it can swirl even more off that lake, and we are seeing effects of that today. Trying to bunt, a surprise there by Michael Busch, but he fouls it off.
So Busch with the attempted bunt goes foul, 0-1 the count. We got 2 outs with a runner on first, bottom of the
Ronald's
fourth.
got the eye black out
Still
there.
tight
He had
game,
a
0-0.
tough play to end the third inning on another
Smith-Shawver
very
pitching
high
his
fly to right, but he
73rd
made it.
pitch on this next one.
Runner goes for second. Got a great jump. There was no way that Trump was going to have a chance to get Ian Happ.
So the Chicago Cubs steal
it.
second base.
Orlando did not even cover the back.
Not
He
even
was
an
gonna be no
attempt
play, and he'd
to
rather
pick
not
him
take
off.
that chance of giving up his defensive position in that spot.
So a runner in scoring position. But this should end the frame. Ozzie says, I like him on the ground a little bit better today.
That's it.
On to the fifth.
End of the fourth, so we're heading to the top of the fifth. Tie game, 0-0. Welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you stopping by. Sorry about the drop in the bandwidth there for the last little bit. If you were having any issues, all you need to do is refresh your browser. I know you shouldn't have to. It's the aftermath of the storms, guys. Iowa got tore up. We got tore up. We had in the places that didn't have tornadoes, we had such high winds. A lot of uprooted trees all over the state. A lot of damage. So I figured I'll call my internet provider probably tomorrow and just let them know that things are starting to dip. I wasn't having any of that issue until this storm, and then maybe they can see if they can figure that out. Yes, indeedy. Remember, if you've been here and you like what you see, be sure to hit that subscribe button.
On to the fifth on a gorgeous
Love to
afternoon
have
in
you
the
as
Windy
a-
City.
as a
Jared
member
Kelnick
of
is
the
coming up.
Outlaws.
He's our Zaxby's saucy play here today. 5 games at Wrigley, 6 for 13, 5 extra base hits. That'll play.
It certainly will, and 3 home runs last time he was here with the Seattle Mariners, including an absolute bomb to dead center field. But he's also crushed a fastball, and he doesn't see a lot of fastballs, unfortunately, because everyone is aware of what he has done, that 51% hard hit rate against the heater.
It is a new pitcher, so Ben Brown goes 4. It was scheduled to be a bullpen day, and now Wesneski comes in. Now, look, Brown this year has thrown 89 pitches, but he hasn't done that since early May, so they probably didn't want to risk putting him through a potential injury.
Yeah, I think so. And then going through the order a couple of times, could he have thrown one more inning? Maybe, but they did not want to take that chance, and so it's into the bullpen right now for the Cubs. They've been pretty good lately. Overall, there have been some struggles for them. The Braves were able to get to that bullpen yesterday. You got a guy here who leads with his sweeper. He's got a 4-seam fastball, 2-seamer cutter in there. He's not allowed a home run yet this year. And I got to believe when you play for the Cubs and you get days like this and you're down in that pen, you're dying to get in the game. You're like, yeah, today's the day I'd like to pitch. Opening game of this series, not so much.
But the wind in his favor. 3 balls and a strike to Jared Kelnick. This ball is hit high in the air.
That's hit high
Right
indeed.
center field. And that
Let's
baby
go on!
is into the bleachers. Jared Kelnick loves playing at Wrigley Field. And he goes into the teeth.
There you go.
You're exactly right.
Atlanta 1-0.
On a normal day, that's
With the
probably
1 run.
15 rows up.
There we
Either way,
go.
it counts the same, but it's
Kelnick.
nothing Atlanta.
Third home run
I
of the
don't know if
season for
StatCast
Mr.
can tell us
Kelnick.
how far it would have gone. I know I guess they can tell you as far as knocking it down, but I'm going to go ahead and take a guess and call it at least, I don't know, 20 or so feet. You think?
Yeah, let's say 27 more. We're making it official.
All right, I'll take the over.
That's our own StatCast. As it is, it stands as a 401-foot homer off the bat of Jared Kelnick. And remember, last year when he was in a Mariners uniform here, he hit that 482-foot blast, which in the StatCast era is the longest regular season home run here at Wrigley Field. Something in the water of Lake Michigan for Jared Kelnick. Swing and a miss. The sweeper gets Chadwick Trump. Another look at the Kelnick homer.
So Trump strikes out. That'll be out number 1.
He puts himself in that good count and just sitting on the heater. I want to see where this ball lands a little bit. I'm going to get a little controversy going here. So you see where that ball lands. Third row?
Yep.
It's 361 in the gap. Is that what that says? Am I reading that right?
Yes.
You think that was 40 feet past that? Because it was listed at 401?
Yes, it was listed at 401. You're saying you didn't think it was 401?
Well, I'm wondering if they're measuring what they thought it was going to go based on all the metrics and maybe not incorporating the wind as much. Did that feel like it was 40 feet past that time?
Yeah, I think that landed 401.
Okay.
I honestly, you see how he connected with that ball and the sound off the bat. I think that's probably 430 to 440 on a normal day here.
And he's got that kind of pop. We've seen it. What was you remember the distance to the one he hit the center?
Yeah.
460 something?
No, 482.
482.
Yeah, that was last year with Seattle. Just unbelievable power for Kelnick when he connects.
I appreciate you being honest with me and shooting down my conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
You need people like that in your life.
Well, look, I get it. You look out there from the naked eye, you're like, I don't know if there's 40 feet. I think if you went out there,
Welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you stopping in. Hey, if you're
realize.
just joining us, the Braves have now taken the lead 1-0 on a Jared Kelnick solo home run in the top of the 5th.
And I
Hey,
like
how you
Jared
doing,
Kelnick,
George?
So I want to give him the 400-foot shot.
We deserved it for sure.
The Williams family getting video evidence of the at-bat here. He hit the ball deep to center last time up, but he flew out. And here he's a victim of a called strike on a four-seam fastball. Well, speaking of Jared Kelnick's blast last year with Seattle, here it is, 482 feet, folks.
I mean, this is amazing. Where this ball lands, second deck in center field. I'd never seen it before. Listen, when you hit a ball that far, more often than not, it's going to be to the pull side, right? We talked about the Glenn Allen Hill home run here years ago to left field. It was right down the line.
Diving stop by Bush. That was a really nice play. So Wisniewski gets Acuna, but Jared Kelnick gives Atlanta the lead. It may not have gone 482 feet, but it counts all the same. 401 to right center. Atlanta on top.
Right. That's what we want to see. The Braves with the lead. Thank you for stopping in, everybody. Appreciate that. If you haven't done so yet, be sure to hit that thumbs up for us. Looks like we are at 12 likes on the day. We've had 300 people or more come through, so really we should have double that already. If you haven't done so yet, come on now, hit that thumbs up. help us reach our goals. It's absolutely free to do. Doesn't cost you a dime to slap that thumbs up.
Braves now with a 1-0 lead as we go to the bottom of the fifth. Smith-Shawver back to work for Atlanta, facing Dansby Swanson.
Well, again, AJ has put the Braves exactly where you were hoping he would today, pitching into the fifth inning. The Braves leading it by 1. Mentioned 91 is the high for him in the minor leagues.
And we strike 2 to Dansby Swanson. Swanson 0 for 1 with a line out in the third.
Here would be just terrific.
Got a .219 batting average, 4 home runs, 12 RBIs,
yesterday,
and a .640 OPS.
In between innings, I went back on my laptop here and watched that Glenn Allen Hill homer down the left field line.
Something, wasn't it? I mean, like a line drive, if there ever is such a thing, that high.
So you see the 460 sign there. He hit it in that section, so it at least went 460. That was pre-StatCast era. He hit that homer back in 2000 here at Wrigley. Just off the edge. And if you're wondering what we're talking about, you haven't seen it. If you Google Glenn Allen Hill Wrigley Field homer, it'll pop right up. He didn't even have a full swing on it either. That's what's incredible.
It was so short and compact, and this is kind of pre-bat clipping days, but he did have kind of a nice bat toss to go along with it.
Count evens up to Dansby. He actually went back-to-back in that sequence with Sammy Sosa, but nobody remembers the Sosa homer. Grounder to the left side. Well, Williams knocked it down, but it skips away from him. And Swanson has a leadoff single.
A good effort by Luke Williams, but that ball was hit pretty hard. He had to go a decent amount here to his left as he lays out and in and out of the glove.
I'll be off mic and camera for a few minutes here. I got a
third hit for the Cubs. All of them have been singles. And now you've got the bottom of the order and the catcher, Yan Gomes. This guy has been around 36 years old, parts of 13 seasons of big league baseball. But now he's kind of playing second fiddle to Miguel Amaya. Oh, 1 from AJ. Fastball downstairs. Handcuffed him on the inside corner, 2-2. So the numbers in Gwinnett this year for AJ, as we said, not great. 6.10 ERA, but 35 strikeouts and 31 innings pitched. And they all said, speaking of guys down the dugout, don't focus on that 6.10 ERA. The stuff has been really good. Now this ball is hit well down the left field line, and that stays fair and bounces up into the seats. Or was that foul?
Well, it was foul. How about that? We can't see from here.
Yeah, we can't see the corner. And I thought from where that bounced and Kelnick's reaction, it was a fair ball.
I mean, there's hardly any room down there at all when you think about where the line is compared to that wall. I was with you. I thought for sure that ball was fair. That's a nice break.
I would have lost a lot of money on that bet. Look at the wind take that at the last second. Oh, yeah, bounce right off the concrete there.
Oh.
Might be the same thing. This one, though, is into the seats.
All right, I'm back, ladies and
Maybe
gentlemen.
I need to borrow Ozzy's glasses.
Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Appreciate you
So
stopping
big
in. If
difference
you
in what we
just
saw
joined
last
us,
year with
Atlanta
AJ
Braves
and
are
how
currently
often he
leading
used
1-0
each
over
of those
Chicago
off-speed pitches. He's only thrown
Cubs.
2 sliders.
We're in the bottom of the
so
fifth
far
with
today, and that was the off-speed
no
pitch
outs,
in which
runner
he threw
on
the most
first,
last year.
2-2 count.
23%.
Swing,
This one also
foul
And
ball.
you and I were talking before the game. His last
Count will
start
stay the same,
in
and we'll
AAA,
do it again.
he only threw 1 slider.
So he's gone to the curveball a lot more, 19% compared to 12 last year. Just kind of
Remember-
looking at his big league numbers.
Remember to
The
hit that
changeup has
thumbs
been
up
the big
for
one.
us.
It's been good today. 24% so far this afternoon.
Come on
11
in, sit
last
down,
year.
check us out.
So better
If you
than
like
double
what you see,
usage
be
on
sure
that
to
pitch.
subscribe to the channel.
This one is in play.
That'll be
Ozzie
shallow.
Ronald, who's going to take this, and Ronald will, but you can continue to see that sun is trouble for all these guys out there on the field today. And Brian Snitker is going to come out and remove A.J. Smith-Shawver following this catch by Acuna. So 2 times through the lineup for Smith-Shawver, and now Dylan Lee will come into the game for Atlanta.
Smith-Shawver didn't do too bad, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, he walked 2. We know he struggles with walking guys. He looked pretty solid though for the pitching that he did. Hey, welcome in. We have 30 people here. Be sure to slap that thumbs up, guys and gals. We're trying to reach that 20 like and above goal. Remember, every thumb up helps us get to a broader audience. When you're live streaming, the more likes you have while you're live streaming, gets the algorithm to push you even further to a broader audience. Somebody that may not have ever seen the channel before.
Just a missile, and he knew it when he hit it. And it's pretty awesome to have that out there now in that market. 460, that was absurd.
Again, that's pre-StatCast era, but it went a long way from a big guy. Kelenic has hit the homer today that's given us the only run, 1-0. And now as we sit in the bottom of the 5th, Brian Snitker goes away from Smith-Shawver, who acquitted himself nicely, and he brings in Dylan Lee.
Good numbers so far, especially on this strikeout.
All right, so we got the bottom of the 5th, 1 out, run around first.
In the 3rd innings, and for Dylan Lee, he's done a really nice job.
Dylan Lee with 13 games, 21.1 innings
against him.
And of course, they take away the stats.
Strikeout rate. Even I can figure out that means 1 out of every 3 lefties he faces, he strikes out.
All right, so here
He's
we
got
go.
Lefty here.
Comes the pitch.
And Mike Tauchman.
That's going to be a
High
fly
into the
ball
jet
out to
stream.
Acuna.
Ronald.
Acuna under it,
has
catches it.
Everything
Out
is
number
an
2.
adventure, and it's not because of Acuna, it's because of that sun. He's like, quit hitting it to me out here.
And probably, I think, if you're a position player right now, after this inning is over, you go in to sit and say, hey, how about our ground ball pitchers the rest of the way?
Yeah, where's Aaron Bummer when you need him, you know? Good start for Dylan Lee, and now he faces Seiya Suzuki.
All right, so we got 2 outs, running around first, bottom of the 5th. Cubbies losing to the Atlanta Braves 1-0.
Every
Wide
time I
on the
say
outside,
Seiya,
ball
all I
1.
hear in my head is "Hey Ya" by Outkast. That should be his walk-up song if they did that here.
I feel like that song was kind of presented one of those where you were moments
2
when they
thumbs
did that
up.
on SNL.
Yes.
Remember that clear as day. And it's also one of those where the first time around you're like, wait, what? I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
A couple times
Keep
in,
listening
now
to it,
you
you're like,
get it.
okay, it's a banger. Couple of singles for Suzuki today after struggling the last 2 games of this series when he was 0 for 9 with 4 strikeouts. Swing and a miss there.
2-1 the count. 2 outs. Runner on first. Bottom of the 5th.
Two and two, a well-located fastball.
Suzuki 2 for 2 today. He's had 2 singles. It's 2 for 11 for the series.
And the lefty rocks and fires out to center. Harris over. He's
Harris
got it.
under it for out number
So
3.
good out there in center field. He's been sensational all series long.
So that's going to retire the side. We're going to the top of the 6th. We'll see the Braves come up to bat. See if they can't put some more runs on to go along with that 1-0 lead. Welcome in. Welcome, everybody. Oh yeah, today's been a great pitching from both sides. Really, I mean, they claimed it was supposed to be a bullpen day for the Cubbies.
Game to finish the series here at Wrigley. 1-0 Atlanta. Let's check out our American Family Insurance home protection feature, and it is the Braves in day games this season. 9 and 5, 5.5 runs per game.
And so far, just one today, but that has certainly been enough. That slugging at .437, pretty impressive as well. We'll talk about them being one of the top teams in all of baseball when it comes to the day games. And 3 on this road trip, right?
Yes.
3 of the 6.
Albie's up the bat.
Yeah, we go night, late afternoon, early afternoon in Pittsburgh. Braves trying to string a couple of wins together here to finish off the series in Chicago.
Albie's is 0 for 1 on the day. He was walked in the
Steel
first.
City.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
What?
Looked like that one missed, but Ryan Addison gave it to Wesneski.
It's tough on the breaking ball, especially from a righty backdoor. That ball was never in the zone.
Out to Talkman. 1 out.
1 out.
Well, last night it was the 7th inning when the Braves broke out for 6 runs, cruised to a 9-2 victory. The first time the Braves had scored 9 runs since back on April 14th. But today's been more of a pitcher's duel, 1-0.
Come on, Big Bear.
Marcell Ozuna hits this to center. Bellinger is over.
Oh, easy
So
to
1
clock.
to left, 1 to center, 2 outs. I don't think that would have been a homer or maybe even a double, but I do think without the win, that ball probably is at the warning track.
I would agree, and definitely an opportunity to carry. He hit it 97 miles an hour, and well, this little pitching change mid-inning after what turned out to be a good start to the 6th for Wisniewski.
So he heads to the
Pitching
showers,
change for the
and
Cubs.
we head to commercial break.
Grab yourself a snack if you got them. We're munching on a Chex Mix. Probably check the other scores, huh?
Two outs. He's a spotlight of our
So we
Yellowwood
got
Brewing
Matt
the
Olson at the
Lumber
bat.
feature here. Last 10 games against the Cubbies, 5 homers for Matt Olson.
Go ahead and add on one more. Jared Kelnick has already shown that you can hit it out to right today.
He's facing a new reliever here in Luke Little.
Yeah, for Craig Counsell making that decision, when does he want to use the one lefty that he has in the bullpen? Now you can see a lot of walks there for Luke
Yeah,
Little,
it's
but
my
he has
lunch
been good
here.
against left-handed hitters this year, just a 136 batting average against. But he's walked him at a pretty high clip, 15%, even on the lefties.
Ooh, he almost hits Matt
Whoa.
Olson there.
So that's almost double the league average on the walk rate for Luke Little. You can see this fastball getting away up and into Matt Olson. A lot of fastballs that you'll see, and it averages 96 miles an hour to go along with the sweeping slider and a couple of splits that he has thrown this year.
Almost hit him again. Just the 22nd major league appearance for Luke Little.
He kind of babied this pitch a little bit after losing that fastball on the previous one. You could see him kind of aiming that breaking ball.
That reaches for that sweeper and fouls it back.
Madison 0 for 2 on the day. He has a strikeout and a ground
2 down,
out.
2 balls, 2 strikes here at the top of the 6th. And that will send us to the bottom of the inning. Atlanta on top 1-0.
Got him swinging. You know, I realized he enjoyed a home run last night. But for a lot of our team, there's just not been any consistency when it comes to the hitting. I mean, our home run leaders, bring that stat up. Our home run leaders for the league, Kyle Tucker of the Houston Astros, is still atop of the major league list at 17 homers this season. Then you got Gunnar Henderson, who has hit 16. Then, of course, for Atlanta, you got Marcell Ozuna, who hit his 15th last night. Then sitting in 4th place, Aaron Judge for the New York Yankees, sitting at 14. And then there's a host of guys that are going to be tied for 5th. But it's got Juan Soto from New York Yankees on top of that with 13. But there's several people that are sitting at 13. Shohei Ohtani's one of them. Looks like the RBI leaders. We got Marcell and Alec Bohm tied at 45, 46.
Yeah, Nick, I think
Jose
it was
Ramirez from
782
Cleveland at
feet. That's what I
45.
heard.
I think his socks were too tight. I think he had socks on today.
And then Juan Soto and William Contreras
Dylan Lee back
both
out.
have 40.
3, 4, 5 in the order for the Cubbies, starting with Bellinger. Well, A.J. Smith-Shawver went 4 1/3. Did not give up any runs, struck out 4. Your first look at him, what'd you think?
Really good. I think what we talked about in the difference in the pitch usage for me is something that really has stuck out. You knew about that kind of going into it, and we saw it come to fruition. The changeup looked really good.
Out and swing and a
That
miss.
curveball a lot more than he did the slider, so it was an encouraging
It's
sign.
out number
Spraying the ball a little
one.
bit at times, but I thought we saw a really positive sign from AJ.
And a good start there to the bottom of the 6th for Dylan Lee, and then that's going to be it. So he gets the lefty, and Brian Snitker is going to dip back into the bullpen. Pierce Johnson is entering for Atlanta.
Looks like we're back on commercial again. Oh, man.
Johnson on for Atlanta. Time for our Rolaids relief stats. How about this season, the relievers? Second best ERA in the National League.
We knew this coming into the season that this was going to be a strength of this club, and that is exactly how it has played out. The depth has been tested a little bit. We've seen here a couple of injuries. Pierce Johnson, one of those guys that missed a little bit of time, but they continue to get it done.
And my broadcast partner may need that Rolaids relief because he has bone broth up here in the booth that he's brought to consume today.
Big 7th inning stretch item.
Cracker Jacks at home and CJ chugging bone broth on the road.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and refresh that.
Paycheck?
And then next time,
Is it?
yeah, that's exactly where I got it.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was not inexpensive. But the key there is right. So then the next time you're not going to be sure if it's going to be bone broth or is there actually whiskey in there. So that's kind of the idea.
1-2 to Morel. Ooh, so close. 2-2. I'm just impressed, A, that you drink that you have the discipline that you do, and I want to see your face when you drink it over ice.
It tastes good. It doesn't taste bad at all. Again, this is something that my wife got me on. She's more chicken broth. Give me the beef.
This ball is hit to left
That's
center.
deep out to center.
But Michael Harris says he's got it. Oh, they both reach up for
Oh!
it. Kelnick stole it from Money Mike. Either way, it's the second out.
It was in the air for a long time. They're doing a nice job right now communicating. Sometimes you'll see this happen and guys just kind of turn their backs on each other. But Michael's got his arms out and he is calling for it. Now, the other part of this, as they get close to the wall, that is right near, obviously, the bleachers, and it can get loud. And it looked like Jared Kelenic was calling forward as well. So he may not have heard Mike when he said it first time, because otherwise he should have backed off. Center fielder, of course.
Interesting. They both running in, both calling. Hey, I got it.
Fast friends.
They
They're
both
around the
reach
same
out.
age. They were both
Kelenic-
big-time prospects with a
Kelenic
lot of
reaches up
expectations
right in
on
front
their
of
shoulders.
Money Mike's
So they
glove and
have
takes.
kind of
I mean,
come together as
they
good
didn't
friends
crash
that
into
time.
each other. I mean, it
The
was
Mets came together in the outfield. Luckily,
quite an
Kelenic
amazing
makes the
play.
catch 2 away.
That was awesome.
You've seen it too, and I don't like when it happens. You have a situation like that, even when the play is made, and then you don't see the guys talking afterwards. This game is not over, so it's really important to, especially right now in the middle of the inning, find out what happened, who missed what, and make sure, of course, that it doesn't happen again.
You saw Kelenic motioning towards Harris, saying that was my fault. Ian Happ has struck out and walked. Both of those at-bats were against A.J.
I don't know, so
Smith-Shawver.
they're kind of making it out like, you know,
To
maybe
right
Harris
field.
was a little.
Acuna, no way he'll get there.
That could
It's
drop
going to be
in.
extra bases. Happ will stop at second with a 2-out double. That's the 3rd double in the series for Happ.
It's a curveball here from Pierce Johnson, and Happ just meets it perfectly as he gets the barrel.
Trying to
on
make
it
it out,
based on where
maybe
Ronald was playing. He had no
Harris is
shot
a
at
little
all
upset
getting
with how
to this ball. It didn't look like it was hit
Kelenic
all
did
that
it,
hard, but hit in
but
a good spot.
in my
and in and
opinion,
out of the ivy.
for what I saw, that ball was more in
So the potential tying run
center, more
at second
towards
base.
left field
And now here's
than it
Nico
was center.
Horner. He had the game-winning hit in Game 1 of this series. Takes a curveball outside. Won his first Gold Glove last year in 2023. Look out, 2-0.
So a lot of times you would think as a pitcher that you like having the wind at your back or the wind blowing in. Of course you do when the ball is hitting the air, as we'll see this fastball get away from Pierce Johnson. But I will tell you the downside to that sometimes is your off-speed pitches don't feel the same. Sometimes you actually like having the wind in your face a little bit and something for those pitches to grab on. And with the wind blowing in from right, it's probably pushing against Pierce Johnson's curveball right now.
That was close.
He throws a four-seamer that is outside. 3-0 with Michael Busch on deck.
Come on with this damn pitcher.
Wind
3-0
around
the
20
count.
miles an hour in from right field. Got the strike call to keep the at-bat going.
Horner 0 for 2 with a ground out and a foul out.
So far today.
He's 1 for 10 in this series. That's going to be foul ball.
Into the seats, and now we've got a full count with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th.
And he throws it 3-1. We know, of course, he uses that pitch more than any by a long shot, that curveball. 79% usage for Pierce Johnson. I got to believe pretty good chance that we'll see another curveball here.
Here's the payoff pitch. And
Foul ball
another
again.
Foul ball.
87-mile-an-hour curveball. So the count's 3-2, 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. Runner on second.
A.J. Smith-Shawver, 4 1/3.
Cubbies down
scoreless.
1
Dylan
run
Lee, 1
to the
inning out
Atlanta
of the pen.
Braves.
Pierce Johnson trying to keep this game at 1-0. Time is called by Horner. Now everybody's ready. Here we go again with a 3-2 offering. Missed outside. Runners at first and second.
set up away for the breaking ball. The previous one was right on the corner. That one off by about 6 inches.
And here is Michael Busch.
How far are you going to let him
0
go,
for 2 this
Snick?
afternoon. Could not stop his bat. Good curveball. 0-1. First year with the Cubs for Michael Busch. Traded from the Dodgers in January of this year. And Pierce Johnson will spin off the mound. Oh, 0-2. Another good curveball. Craig Counsell hoping his offense can find itself here. Down 1-0 on getaway day at Wrigley. Pierce Johnson with the 0-2 offering.
There it is.
Got it
On
looking!
the outside corner.
There you go.
And it's still 1-0 after 6. Well, when you're at the grocery tomorrow, don't neglect aisle 12. You know what you find there. Frozen pizza.
We'll do a little music in between. Welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you stopping by. Hey, if you haven't done so yet, please hit that thumbs up for us. Our goal is to reach as many likes as we possibly can during the day. Every like helps. Every interaction you have, whether it be in the chat, on the community page, on other videos, or the like, thumb up, subscribe button, even the notification bell. It all helps. I didn't think he was going to pull that one out, Nathaniel. I was really looking for the worst. I just didn't. I didn't say anything. Welcome in. Welcome in, new friends.
Welcome back to Chicago, where the Braves still have a 1-0 lead after 6 innings of play. And something I've noticed down here in the dugout a lot is just how much Michael Harris utilizes the iPad. I had a conversation with him this week. I said, what are the main things that you're looking to focus on and potentially adjust in game? And he said, I'm constantly just looking at the timing of my swings, looking at the framing. He said he likes to utilize Matt Olson, Seitzer, and Marcell Ozuna specifically to really look at things that maybe he doesn't see, and he's very avid on in-game adjustments, guys.
That's going to be out number one.
Really important, too. I mean, that is what this game is all about. That's where the technology kicks in and becomes such an advantage for these guys, because you may feel something.
Michael Harris heading to the bag.
You saw something or went down the way that you believed it did. Then you go look at the video and you're like, you know what? That pitch was actually outside. It was off the plate. I thought I saw it on the outer third, whatever it may be. A couple of different things that give you those opportunities to break it down and break it down quickly and make those adjustments much faster than you could back in the day.
Arcia flying out to center, and now here is Michael Harris, 0 for 2 today. Does have 3 hits, including a double and a homer in the series.
Swing and a miss, 0-2.
1-0 game, and we've already seen 6 pitchers, which again,
Harris is 0 for 2 on the day. He popped out and had a strikeout earlier in the game.
Little
A
unorthodox.
253 batting average, 5 home runs,
For a
17
pitcher's
ribbies,
duel.
and a
No doubt about it.
673
And we've seen more and more of
OPS.
this in the game, right? The idea that 4 innings is okay.
1 out, top of the
Spot
7th.
situation to 4 and change in the case of A.J. Smith-Shawver.
Little back out there for the Cubs. And he gets
got him swinging.
Harris, 2 away.
Out number 2.
Stay tuned for the stretch, fueled by Georgia Natural Gas after one more out here in the top of the 7th.
Right, we are heading to the
here from Luke Little have been
bottom of the 7th after this one.
And now for Jared
one more out to go.
Aware of that coming into this plate appearance and thinking about trying to not chase that pitch.
After that homer in the 5th inning by Kelnick, he now has 7 hits here at Wrigley Field in his career. 4 of them have left the building.
I think with a guy like this, the left-on-left approach is you can sit here and really get focused on the outer half. You know, we saw the one fastball up and into Matt Olson. Seemed like it was a mistake. I don't think Luke Little's going to get 3 fastballs inside, so you can sit outer half. You got to try to track that again, that breaking ball the best that you can. But this is a guy that is probably not going to come in with any consistency. You can eliminate that part of the plate.
Sweeper that time upstairs. Sharp grounder to Horner. Gobbles it up and throws to first.
Easy out,
The
number 3.
Top of the 7th for Luke Little. It is stretch time here at Wrigley. Sports app. It will be the Friday night showdown presented by Kaiser Permanente. As the Braves and Pirates open a 3-game set.
Yeah, looks like we got G.I. Joe Jimenez.
The bullpen. You see at the bottom there.
Coming out of the bullpen, games 18, innings 18. ERA of a 3.50. 7 walks with 18 strikeouts.
So it started with A.J. Smith-Shawver, then Dylan Lee, then Pierce
All
Johnson.
right.
And now
David says we have 14 likes on the day. I appreciate each and every one of those. Thank you so very much.
Not sure it could have worked out any more perfect again because of that great work that AJ did. It's a tight one for sure. Joe, of course, has been good in big spots. Little command issues last couple of outings as far as locating his pitches.
That's a good located pitch. 1-1 to Dansby Swanson. Yeah, his last outing was
1
his
for
worst
2
of the
on the
season.
day.
That's
Singled
when he
in the
gave up
5th.
The 3 hits and 4 runs in that game against San Diego when they came back in game 1 of the doubleheader on Monday.
It's only been 7 walks all season long, but 5 of those have come in his last 4 outings.
And he falls behind here 3-1. Dansby a single and a line out. And there's a strike. Full count. And we mentioned that Smith-Shawver went 4 1/3 scoreless. The Braves, the starters, the starting rotation for Atlanta over the last month has a 2.39 ERA. That is the best in baseball in that span. So the starting rotation, even when the offense hasn't been there, continue to keep the Braves in baseball games.
That's going to be over to third, over to first. Tagged him.
Good job by
Matt Olson come off the bag, but was able to tag him as he went by. Beautiful play.
Well, he's been so good over there at first base, and we have seen it throughout his tenure here in Atlanta. And having that big body and the long arms coming into play once again to be able to get that tag onto Dansby Swanson. Also a good bounce back there from Joe Jimenez after falling behind in the count. Make sure you get the leadoff man in a tight game.
A couple of great plays from Matt over there in the series. That double play he made 2 nights ago on a high line drive was spectacular. Yan Gomes takes that pitch a little low, 2-0. Three balls and no strikes.
Welcome in, everybody. Remember, if you haven't done so, please smash that thumbs up for us.
2 for Atlanta, the big one being the Kelnick homer. 4 for the Cubs. And for Yan Gomes, he is 0 for 2. And another 3-2 count. Mentioned Gomes has been around. He was born in Brazil, though. His mom moved the family to Florida when he was 12 years of age. So he went to high school in Miami, began his college career at Tennessee, and then was drafted in the 10th round way back in 2009 by Toronto. And now 13th year at the big league level. And he fouls it back and out of play.
A good veteran guy to have here. We talk about Amaya kind of being the main guy getting the bulk of playing time, but it is always nice when you compare that young and up and comer with a guy that has been around and is a highly respected veteran. That's Yan Gomes.
He is battling. He did make an all-star team in 2018 with Cleveland. He was the first Brazilian-born all-star in Major League Baseball.
Into the
Again,
count.
the 3-2. And this one will also
And
get out of play.
foul
So
ball
a big
out of
battle
play
here between Jimenez and Gomes. Ninth pitch of the at-bat. This one is in play. Luke Williams makes a great
got
play
him.
at third base
Out number 2
to take care of Gomes. 2 outs.
That is a fantastic play. It is really tough when you come running across in full speed here. See how deep he is playing, and then to get it on the short hop, and not really. That's even more of an in-between hop. Great hands and the throw on the money. Well, yeah, that is really good. It's one thing when it's that super short hop, and that's what you're trying to create. There wasn't enough time for that to happen. Good work there by Luke Williams.
And after that bad throw,
Luke Williams making back-to-back great back-to-back plays.
Would have been a spectacular play had he made it.
Very, very nice.
Certainly no fault of his, but yeah, you're right. That had to feel good. And twice that now we've seen here with Joe Jimenez coming back from 3-1 counts. Or even 3-0. I think it was 3-0 on Gomes, 3-1 on
Dansby, yes. Well, doing better here with Talkman. He gets ahead of him 0-2.
Swing and a miss. 0-2. Hockman 0 for 2 today. Walked in the third. He's got a .258 batting average, 4 home runs, 15 ribbies, and a .783 OPS on the season.
offering. And foul back. A lot of foul balls here in the bottom of the seventh. Jimenez firing in, and guess what? Another souvenir.
He starts out scuffling a little bit with command and falling behind the first two hitters. And what is it now? 5 straight pitches into this at bat, and they've all been strikes.
21st pitch of the inning, and there will be a 22nd.
0-2 count again.
Braves won 2 of 3 last week in Atlanta.
2 outs,
the
bottom
Cubs,
of the seventh. Braves still lead 1-0
in Chicago at Wrigley Field against the Cubbies.
Will G.I. Joe get him out of it?
To polish off a 1-2-3 inning. They'll check down. He did not go, says Gabe Morales. CJ is pouring his
1-2 count.
Ice up here.
Bottoms up. Bottoms up Ballard, right?
Yeah, that's right. Maybe that'll give Jimenez the juice he needs. Out to left field. Kelnick has his eyes on
under it.
He's
That's
got the
it.
baseball, and Joe Jimenez has a 1-2-3 bottom of the seventh.
Why so unlikely people coming up and really helping the team today? Thanks for coming on in. Come on in, everybody. Sit down, check us out. Have a seat, enjoy the show. The Braves are currently leading 1-0. One measly old lonely run ahead of the opposition. Oh, man. Sorry, guys and gals. The days and nights are getting longer.
To Chicago Words time now for our T-Mobile coverage cam, and Braves catcher Chadwick Trump is enjoying every minute of his opportunity with Atlanta. He wanted to document the experience, so he purchased a digital camera prior to the road trip in hopes of putting together a photo album by the end of the year. His first use of it was this trip up to the scoreboard. He was with Luke Williams at Wrigley Field. It was their first time ever seeing it up close. He said, "I could use my phone, but that provides a vintage feel, guys."
Love it. I love that he has an understanding of obviously the opportunity that you get as a big leaguer and wanting to document that. Very cool to see from Chadwick Trump.
Yeah, he was showing us those pictures on the bus ride back from Wrigley Field yesterday, and we were telling about how when he went in there and he talked to the guy who operates and manages the scoreboard, that there's 3 levels in there, but the poor guy does not have a bathroom. So, you know, when nature calls, he's in trouble. He's a man on an island.
All those renovations, and they did not think about a bathroom.
My guy in there again.
Your 3-story manual scoreboard.
I guess getting plumbing up there might be a little challenging. Well, one of the great historic things about Major League Baseball, that hand-operated scoreboard, and Chadwick Trump lost his helmet on the swing, but he has a single to start the 8th. Here's a quick message now from Texas Pete.
flicks his feet.
Like Trump, huh?
Sounds like you mean it.
Yeah.
Adam Duvall now will pinch hit for Luke Williams at the bottom of the order. Duvall hit a homer yesterday.
This is just the second relief appearance in the career of Kyle Hendricks. He had one back in 2016.
And that came against the Atlanta Braves, ironically.
Is that right?
Yeah, and you know who he faced in that game? Jeff Francoeur was one of the hitters that he faced. Now that I need to look up.
I got you.
You're on it. But yeah, 254 career appearances for Hendricks. This is number 255, and just his second
255th appearance for
He
Hendricks.
has struggled this year as a starter.
Pretty
He was
nice.
part of that World Series.
Adam Duvall with a
championship team in
208
2016.
batting average, 3 home runs, 10 ribbies,
The only player left
671
from that
OPS.
2016 team.
1-1 the count, no outs. Runner on first, top of the 8th.
But when he was struggling as a starter, Craig Counsell said, I think
Welcome
it's
in,
time
everybody.
to try
Appreciate
something
you stopping
different.
in.
So moving him to the
If you
bullpen.
haven't done so yet, please
I got to be
smash
honest.
that thumbs
I know
up
that we
for
thought
us.
he was going to throw today, but
Stick
based
around,
on how
check
this
us
game
out.
has been going, I didn't
Love to
think
have
we'd
you
see him in a 1-0
join
game.
us as
in this type for a guy
as
who was
one of the new
scuffling, but
outlaws.
there
So
he is.
if you like what you see, be sure to subscribe to the
And
channel.
he misses outside to even the count to Duvall.
2-2 count.
Just got a piece on the changeup, 2-2.
Frenchie walk.
That's no fun.
Full count, 7-pitch at
Come
bat.
on, Doobie.
So he battled.
He battled.
Doobie.
That was way
Doobie.
back on July 7th of 2016. And now here we sit on May 23rd, 2024. And he's given up a single, and now he's got a full count on Duvall.
Trying to figure out why he was in relief. That was a really good year for him. Obviously, that was their World Series year, and he came in, entered that game, and looked like the 6th inning.
Well, sinker is low. Braves trying to add some insurance here in the 8th. 2 on with nobody out.
You know, Craig Counsell's put himself in a tough spot here, right? You give Kyle Hendricks this opportunity in a tight game, and can you really pull the string quickly if he
That's
doesn't
what we
do it?
want. Look
Just
out,
kinda add to
Cubbies.
what has already been a really rough season for him.
Welcome in, everybody.
Yeah, 7 starts in a 10.57 ERA. And now he has to deal to Acuna.
High and outside, ball 1 to Ronald Acuna Jr., who's 1 for 3 on the day. He singled in the first.
Hendricks coming into today is 36 earned runs, the most
Got
given
a
up in Major
243
League
batting
Baseball.
average, 3 home runs,
Braves
12
trying to add to
ribbies,
that.
693
Acuna fouls
OPS.
off the changeup, 1 and 2. One, 2 to Ronald downstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
There's that 2-seam fastball, 87 miles an hour. Still really good movement on it. Obviously, he has had some issues so far this season, but when he is going right, he can paint that pitch. Backdoor, really good location, but 440 is the batting average against it this year.
Well, he's struggling right now. Tromp singles, he walks Duvall, and now he's threatening to walk Ronald Acuna. Here comes the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. He is able to get Acuna with a sinker on the top shelf.
He just not with it. Not with it.
This is
I
probably
seriously
a ball
think
you can
that
see Jan Gomes is set up and
they
where
need to-
that pitch misses, and they might have been better off.
Braves
missing
need to
location
rethink
because
whether he
Ronald
should be
is
going
such
to
a
the
good low ball
Venezuelan
hitter.
League. He's
They got
not
away
been the
with a mistake
same
for sure.
all season long. He comes back already
And now
injured.
Ozzie Albies, who is 0 for 2 with a walk today. That ball is fair.
That's a fair ball, though.
Tarp. Suzuki has to redirect, and in the process, Chadwick Tromp comes home, and Atlanta leads it 2-0.
2-0. Hey, welcome in, everybody.
And that just feels like a monstrous insurance run here in the 8th inning.
I think somewhat of a break, too, the way that this ball
Just
ended up
joined us.
bouncing back onto
The
the
Braves
field.
have put
It
another
looked
run
like it might have been
on.
headed for the corner as we
Here
take
on
a
the
look
top of
at
the 8th,
this pitch, and
to
there is
make the
that
lead
front
2-0.
door two-seam fastball, but it comes right back over the middle of the plate. Mentioned some of the issues, but watch this bounce here. If it goes into the corner, it's probably 2 runs, but because there's so little room down there, because it hit the tarp, back onto the field, and Chadwick Tromp had to make sure that it got through, but he scored easily. But I think any other situation there, and it might have changed and been a 2 RBI double instead.
And the tough season continues for Kyle Hendricks. There was a quick mound visit as he tries to compose himself now with the Braves having runners at the corners and 1 away.
I thought there was a chance they would make a pitching change here, and the reason why is that Marcell Ozuna has absolutely hammered Kyle Hendricks in his career. 15 for 39 with 4 homers. Those 15 hits, the most he has against any active pitcher in the game.
Come on, Big Bear!
Ozzie goes for second base, and he has stolen it. So that erases the potential double play.
Pretty big jump here, but also a really good attempt from Yan Gomes. He got rid of it quickly, but just not enough time, and that throw came up short anyway.
Cubs infield
Right.
coming in. That ball is hit high in the air out to left center field.
It's out to the
Chapman
wall.
on the track. Just missed it.
Caught
to
at the
Marcell
wall.
Ozuna. It will score another run as Duvall prances across home, and it
So a
is 3-0
sacrifice
Atlanta.
RBI.
Now you're thinking basket at that point, right? We talked about
So
how
the
that
Braves now
hangs
lead
over,
3-0.
and I don't love it for the reason that we almost saw, and sometimes fly balls that you feel like can be caught, get taken out of the ballpark, but still a good job by Marcell to get another run across. So close to being one of those basket homers, which might have been the first time I enjoyed seeing a basket homer.
Well, for Marcell Ozuna, that means he might not extend that 15-game hitting streak, as he does not have a hit here this afternoon. He does have that RBI on the sac fly and a walk, but no hits. Rolled on the carpet to second. Horner makes a play, but the Braves add 2 big ones as we head to the bottom of the 8th.
Marcell Ozuna, as you heard, the hitting streak in jeopardy. They have 1 more at bat before the end of the game unless we go to extras. So it's likely we won't see him again. Looks like the streak is going to end at 15. Come on now. Let's go. Don't mind me. This bright light.
Baseball is brought to you by Ford. Visit your local Ford dealer. Proud sponsor of the Atlanta Braves. By Xfinity. Stream Braves baseball with Xfinity because it's only live once. And by Delta Airlines. Keep climbing.
One of the great deep dish spots, Gino's here in Chicago. Braves trying to keep this a 3-0 game. Bottom
I
of
don't
the
know. I
eighth.
just
Our
didn't think
defender
that pizza
Keith
looked
Defense
appealing.
Here today spotlights A.J. Minter in his 18 career games against the Cubbies.
It
No.
doesn't feel kind to call him a
Mentor.
Cub killer. It doesn't sound right, but he has been great against the Chicago Cubs.
Yeah, PETA disapproves.
Foul ball.
And he has been
95 mile an hour
four
four seam.
And just as we said, Brian Snitker wanted to set it up with Jimenez working the 7th. He got that wish. Now Minter in the 8th. Suzuki is the batter. Oh, got the call there. That looked pretty generous from Ryan Addison.
I would agree. And for the most part today, he's been pretty good. We had one earlier against Ozzie that felt like it probably should have been called a ball and was called a strike.
So why not go back out there?
Give him a chance to make that mistake again. Absolutely.
Down in the dirt, 2 and 2 to
Those
count.
runs in the top of the 8th.
Suzuki 2 for
huge.
3 on the day
You
with
thought
2
I was joking
singles.
when I said rally bone
Got a
drop, but there we
255
went.
batting average,
Right,
4
that's
home runs,
That's the common
16
denominator
ribbies
in
in
all
a
this. They
7.
started drinking bone
41
broth, and the
OPS on the
Braves
season.
got a cushion.
Beef, not chicken. The chicken doesn't work.
In the air to right center. Ronald Acuna going back there. The wind continuing to blow in from right. Helped that ball die down into the mid of Acuna.
Ronald's done a good job out there this afternoon. It has not been easy playing defense. There you go. Yeah. Delicious.
The orange.
I'm waiting for you to peel that orange. It's not small. It's a big orange. Softball size for sure. I think you're intimidated a little bit.
All right,
I
here
am,
comes
I gotta be
Minter's
honest with
pitch.
you. And I don't,
Nope.
you know, my hands are
Batter
going
steps
on the
out,
computer,
asks
and I don't
bump
want
for the
like
time.
orange juice all over the keys.
There's a lot of great things that I've learned about you, but easily one of my
Welcome
favorites.
in, everybody,
is how
welcome
clean you
in.
Keep your computer.
You're just
And
joining
the
us.
idea
The
of how much
Braves
you
have a
leave
lead
fingerprints.
of 3 to nothing
cannot-
over
your
the
computer
Chicago
screen.
Cubs.
You
in the bottom
cannot
of the
touch the computer screen.
Got one
Mine's
out.
a disaster. Got spit
High fly
everywhere.
ball.
You've got kids. Arcia takes it 2 away.
2 away.
A quick message now from Zaxby's.
The Mr. Beast box, only at Zaxby's.
I usually like to stay in my lane, but I got a really good idea for the Braves to promo the Brandon Godden microfiber giveaway day. Where we have your name on there, and everyone's got their microfiber cloth
To clean the screen. Yeah.
Come on, huh?
That's. I got to tell you, if I went to a deserted island, that would be one of the things I would take. You know, people always ask, well, there are the 3 things you'd take. I'd take the cloth that cleans your laptop. Morel, huge swing, 1-1. He is 0 for 3 today. He's hit it to the outfield all 3 times, but nothing to show for it for the cleanup man, Morel. Man, can we take this weather with us to Pittsburgh?
Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit warm. I would absolutely love to take this with us.
All right, so we got
Pittsburgh.
Morel,
Before the road
0
trip
for
started, it looked like
3.
It was going to be pretty nice.
He had a line
in
out.
Pittsburgh, but it is going to be more mid-80s that we're going to see for the 3 days that we're there, and some rain, unfortunately, in the weather as well in the forecast.
A.J. Minter does his job. A 1-2-3, bottom of the 8th,
Got him.
culminating with a strikeout of Morel.
That's going to end the 8th, so we're going to the top of the 9th. So one thing the Cubs have, we will be going all 9 innings with this one. Now it's time for us to try and put that assurance run. Let's put 5 more on, boys. Youngsters. Chupas. Bad. All right, so let's see here. What other games we got going here? Colorado over Oakland in the top of the 5th, 2-0.
Side 40,000 inside. Braves on top 3-0. Orlando Arcia bats here in the ninth.
Orlando Arcia walking to the plate.
Impact player is Orlando. Look at, like, as the game goes on, he gets better.
He's been clutch, and it's happened late in the game. We talked about it early in the season, team-wide, how much that was happening. But for Orlando in particular, and being in this lineup ever since he's been in Atlanta Braves, there's been something special for him late in the game and getting it done.
And right on cue. A solid single.
That's going to be right up left field, base hit.
Traded from
Orlando,
Milwaukee to
see you
Atlanta
later.
April of 2021, an all-star last season. And a solid single here to start the ninth.
He does it against that two-seam fastball once again. It has been really problematic for Kyle Hendricks.
Michael Harris now. Certainly want the Braves to have success off of Kyle Hendricks. You do kind of feel for him. He's had such a good storied career as a
Now,
Cub,
ladies and gentlemen,
the struggles this year well documented. Now
I'm hoping to find out this week.
Pining for more here in the ninth.
He did a really good job.
I will be going into the hospital to spend a night or two.
Some struggles this year, but
here in
he
the
did
very,
an amazing
very
job
near
with the
future.
stuff that he has and turning
I don't know when
that he has had. He's finishing up this
but,
long-term contract at $70
I'm just
million.
speaking up because we're at the top of the ninth. Oh, we need to take down our chat
You
roll.
look at his stuff in today's
Thank
game,
you, everybody that
a lot to be
participated
proud
tonight.
of for Kyle Hendricks and what he's made of his career.
How much bone broth does $70 million get you?
We had
A lot,
31
forget about it.
votes.
If you go to the place that I went, like at least 2 or 3.
83% of you voted Atlanta was going to take the win, while 16% voted that the Cubs would.
Out to right center. Rushing over Suzuki. It hangs up just long enough.
That's out number one. But y'all have to spend a night or two in the hospital. I just don't know when. So
Guessing as a Dartmouth kid, he probably did pretty well on his investments as well.
Plan for me to do all
It's a
3
big
of the
trade
Pirate games.
for the Cubs,
But I might, like, I don't know how soon. I was kind of hoping to hear from him today or tomorrow.
2012.
That shows you how long he's been around.
When to expect to go in and have the test.
Yeah, he got his degree in economics from Dartmouth in 2013. Kelnick had the solo homer earlier in the ball game. Here he grounds it to second. Horner will get the lead runner, and there are 2 outs in the ninth. Little moment there between the former Braves shortstop and the current Braves shortstop. Trump started off that rally last inning with a single to right field. Chadwick was telling me the other day he's the middle of 5 siblings. And all of his siblings have traditional names from his home country of Aruba, but his mom at the time when he was born was reading a book, and a name in there was Chadwick, and she liked it. And the middle name is Chandler, off a friend.
Oh, nice.
So 1 for 3 on the day with a single in the 8th.
He doesn't fit in with the rest of his siblings. They all have great relationships, but he's the only one that has more of an American name.
Swing and a miss on 2.
Personality, just a wonderful guy to talk to. So warm, and everybody in the clubhouse loves him.
So being named after Jonathan Chadwick, that's not true, that rumor.
That's not true, yes. The great radio producer. There's no connection there. I think J. Chad would take credit for that, though. Hendricks with the 0-2. And Trop reaches for it. Is this going to hit the grass? Yes. Hits in back-to-back innings for the Braves catcher, Chadwick Tromp. Chadwick Chandler Tromp, my bad.
Could he be any hotter right now with the bat?
With a nice little
Going to
blooper
the
over in the
opposite field, and he did it
shallow,
twice in a row. It's a good pitch. It's off the plate, but a good approach as well.
over the second baseman's head.
So the Braves try to add to this 3-0 lead. That was a good episode.
Oh, yeah.
Joey wearing all those clothes.
We got 2 outs, runners on first and second.
This ball sent out to right field. Off the bat is Zach Short. And his first at bat is going to be a short one. Braves strand 2. They'll try to get the series win when we come back.
Remember to hit that thumbs up, ladies and gentlemen.
Who has a double, a walk, and a strikeout today. Swinging bunt foul.
If you're having any problems with the stream, just refresh your browser.
Just missed, 1-1. Well, give credit again to this pitching staff, starting with A.J. Smith-Shawver. Season debut today, 4 1/3 scoreless. But
Sorry,
then
everybody,
captain
starting to
of the
have
bullpen,
internet
Dylan
issue.
Lee, Pierce Johnson, Joe Jimenez, and A.J. Minter all made relief appearances. So Iglesias is the 6th Brave to come in here and try to complete this shutout. One-two pitch in the air to Ronald Acuna Jr. Blocking the sun. He's got it. 2 away.
Out number 2.
And Michael Busch is the final hope for the Chicago Cubs.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have to contact the internet provider.
For
Have them
whatever it's
figure out
worth,
what
the
happened
Braves are
with
seeking their first
internet
6-pitcher
after the big
shutout
storm.
since the 2021 season. That happened in October of 2021, and we all know what the Braves would do shortly thereafter.
Hey, D, how you doing? Well, we are winning 3-0. They're down to their last out, and it's 1-1 in the count.
One and two
Strike two.
on the changeup.
No.
And now the Cubs down to their final strike. Iglesias has what he wants.
There it is, strike 3.
Braves win.
The Braves win. We
Atlanta
take the
grabs
series.
The series at Wrigley Field. They also have their 8th shutout of the season. That is the most in Major League Baseball.
Marcell Ozuna coming up big again with that sac fly late, even though, of course, we saw the hitting streak come to an end. But A.J. Smith-Shawver, a big part of the story today. He was excellent, even though he didn't get through 5. Stuff looked good.
Hey,
We saw the new kind of version and usage of the secondary pitches were on point. Jared Kelenic continues to stay hot in this ballpark, and a very nice series win here before we head to Pittsburgh.
And how about, of those 8 shutouts, 3 of them now have come against the Chicago Cubs for the Braves.
Pretty incredible, because they're a good team. They're right in the thick of things right now in the National League Central. So certainly something to be said about that as well for the Braves and the way that they've handled this Cubs offense.
Atlanta getting back on track. Now 29-18. As the team
So there you have it. The Atlanta Braves
Chicago
taking
east to Pittsburgh.
series 2-1 over the
6 Eastern. And
1
we
wins
look forward
over
to
the
that,
Cubbies.
folks. Hope you have a great rest of
By
your
winning
Thursday.
game 3,
Thanks to our
3-0.
entire crew, our producer Gretchen Caney, Andrew Greathouse, our director, for everybody else.
All right,
On
so
our crew, and Hannah Yates downstairs, and CJ Nikowski to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin, signing off from the friendly confines and saying so long, everybody.
all right, so that takes care of them. All right, so I know we have the Pirates next for our next series. I actually have a document here that's got them in it. All right, so we'll be heading to Pittsburgh, and tomorrow, the 24th, will be at 6:40 p.m. Eastern. 6:40 p.m. Eastern, so that'll be 5:40 p.m. Central Time for first pitch. Game 2. Tomorrow. Yeah, that's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. All right. So Saturday will be at 4:05 p.m. Eastern, 3:05 Central. And then Sunday we'll see a 1:35 p.m. Eastern, a 12:35 p.m. Central start time. I will commit to all 3 games unless, of course, that is contingent whether I have internet or I'm not sick or something doesn't come up. You know, storms, who knows what could happen. There's always a chance of cancellation or whatnot, so always remember that. But yes, I'll commit to doing all 3 games this weekend. Look forward to it. I see Maverick was in the chat. He said he was still at work, so they must have kept him after tonight. But it's a good thing. That's more money in your pocket, bud. Hey Tim, how you doing? Did you win, Nathaniel? Did they win your money? Other than that, I see D popped in, so we definitely want to say hey to Mr. D. Mr. Gal Laney, Mr. our good buddy Gene. I didn't see either one of them. Hopefully next time. And there's many others that we didn't see tonight. Matthew, Kenneth, George popped in. Jim finally popped in. And so forth. And thank you to those that already did. Thank you for the subs. Thank you for the likes, guys. We kept it going. That's 10 streams in a row that we've gotten at least 1 sub. I really appreciate that. That's awesome. So anyways, with that said, guys and gals, I don't want to hold up any more of your beautiful Thursday afternoon time. So this is KGB for the C Sports Network. I'm going to sign off, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.